strange person living in a hut just outside the cave with a squad of manhunt coming after them. A massive ass battle occurred wherein the original party is dragged in to help just eliminate these people before they could do so back. In the end, Volmer fell due to happenstance and accidents. Everyone learned to hate Corvus, and his darkness. After that, things are pretty quiet, yet tense around everyone as you finally come together to actually maybe talk a little bit.
I actually have 22 hit points.
It's
Uh,
21 more than you have than I have.
from what?
From my curse, remember?
Oh yeah, if it dies, you get half. Oh, so yeah, you get 9.
I get 8.
Oh, there's 21.
And my camera's pointed in a random.
Nailed
1 second.
it.
Perfect.
It was
First
only
try.
pointing towards the wall, no problem.
First try.
As long as it wasn't pointing to you.
Yeah, I was gonna say, don't say it. We're both streaming right.
Yeah, I know, right? Granted, I've said worse on my
Yeah.
stream.
I'm not always comfortable with the camera pointing at me just passively throughout the week, so I'm just like, no, you can look at the wall.
That's fair.
And you
Okay,
had
well, I'm
plastic
almost.
electrical tape over the webcam.
Yeah. Well, mine's so portable. Obviously, it's not like attached to anything, so it's easy just looking around.
Yeah.
Okay. Eventually, I'm here.
So, very basic. We've literally just started where we recapped that shit went down, shit went down badly, and now shit be about to be talked about because holy fuck, y'all finally together and able to talk. God damn it.
You act like you're surprised that like we didn't get a chance to talk last session. You threw like 5 bandits at us.
Yeah,
Alright.
I know.
Yeah. Okay. So, Corey's gonna kind of walk over to these two. Is he conscious now, Volmer?
Yeah, he's got 1 hit point, kind of sitting up on the ground, like holding his wounds. Sibo literally is just kind of looking at Volmer, kind of like, I was gonna give you a cure wounds, but I kind of already used everything today. Uh, maybe if we get like a little bit of rest, I can help you. Who are you, by the way?
My name is Volmir. It's a pleasure to be at your service.
Grabbing Dalmar. Who are you two? And I'll look down to Volmer. And why are you coming after me? Grabbing him by the scruff of the fucking neck.
Are you Dalmar?
Oh, right. I was thinking about the other character. My bad. All right, switching character sheets.
The joy of playing 2 characters.
Right. Uh, it was a job.
And who hired you?
It was that bad.
Badass. And I pointed at a game question. I don't remember if we killed the captain or if he bounced.
I killed
He
him.
bounced, but Corveus came back, and he seemed to have a little bit of extra blood on his hands.
And some items.
Okay. Okay. It was the big blowhard that hired me.
And who
I was
hired
in need
him?
of a job.
Who hired him?
I don't know. Wasn't relevant to my coin.
What did he tell you?
Uh, DM, whatever I would have been told, insert into conversation.
Simple as they wanted the extra manpower and that the money was good. It's gonna be a quick and easy job, in and out. It wasn't until along the way that you learned that this was a manhunt from their conversations that they had.
Okay.
These guys were the lowest form player getting tongue tied. Crap. Underworld. There we go. They're the lowest form of underworld.
Look down, Volmer.
So,
What about you?
Oh, are you talking to me?
Yep.
I was just traveling through, and I figured it would be safer to travel with a group. They asked if I would join them, and I said yes. I didn't find out it was a manhunt until later. I'm going to be honest with you, I don't know any of these fellows' names. Except for Jeff, I don't know where Jeff went. But anyway.
Sibo just leans over to Delon and just goes, I don't think they know what they're doing.
probably not Sibo.
Okay.
I just wanted to travel safely. I did not realize this was a manhunt, and you have my apologies for this.
Okay. Okay. Look back to Dalmar, still holding on to him. Why did you turn?
Like I said, they were the lowest form of underworld. They were going to probably kill me anyway, use the muscle and keep the coin. They're probably going to do the same thing to that one over there. We weren't extras. We weren't part of their band specifically.
Gotta let him go. Okay.
At this point, Darren's gonna push back Sibo, and he's gonna approach these newcomers.
Ah.
Well, if you've got that sorted out, name's Fellhand, Darren Fellhand. And if you don't mind me asking, I have a proposition for the three of you.
What might that be?
Well, since we fought that whole mob of bandits, with not one death on our side, and them all wiped out, I'd say we're all pretty capable people, are we not?
I consider myself somewhat
Yes.
experienced in combat.
Fairly capable.
And
We fought snakes before.
Except for this one. Point to Dalmar. You need to work on your sneaking.
To be fair,
Wasn't my best work.
regardless of what shortcomings we may have, it's clear that we're all exceptional individuals. And I think that if that being the case, we should be exceptional as a group rather than alone.
Speaking of groups, have you guys seen a cat person, another elf, maybe also a girl?
They left
Anywhere?
Sibo.
Yeah. Well, I saw a cat person running that way.
Oh yeah, not that cat person. It's a different cat person. Like he's a darker shade cat person.
I don't think I've seen any tabaxi recently other than the two we were traveling with, no.
I've been here for about 2 weeks and have not seen anyone but myself. You're the first people I've seen. Why?
Well, our friends were here like a couple hours ago, and we kind of came back, and the swamp's like a lot smaller now, and our friends aren't here anymore. So we just thought like you'd know. Has it really been 2 weeks? He just looked at like Delana and Darren for that one.
Is he always like
It's-
this?
Yeah.
Yes. It's been probably more than a couple hours, Sibo. It's been a while.
Probably should check on the horses.
If they live.
When I came through, was there any horses?
You would not have come from that direction.
Okay.
But at least in your line, you did not see any proper horses.
Okay. On my way through here, I didn't find any horses, so probably either stolen, eaten, or ran off.
Oh, well, we covered them up and made sure that they were hidden.
So probably eaten or ran off.
They could still be alive. I don't know how long these fine people have been gone, but they could still be alive.
At least 2 weeks.
I doubt it.
2 weeks by themselves out here with a lot of predatory creatures.
Quite the optimistic group we have out here, don't we?
Optimism gets you killed.
I prefer to keep an objective view of things.
You have to be realistic about things, or else this world's gonna eat you up. As you guys said, more numbers is always a good thing, and you all seem more put together than some of the people I've ran with. Also, sorry for getting you into this mess.
Oh, it's okay. We get into a lot of messes.
It's no issue.
Good to know. Good to know. So where are you all heading from here?
Well, back to civilization for now. But I do have a lead on something that we might find very interesting. An artifact from the old days.
And
A relic of an ancient dark elven civilization.
An ancient dark elven civilization.
Is it worth anything?
Certainly. I'd assume it's more valuable than anything you could find on any market on this earth.
Well, if you want money, we also have a job. We just have to turn in the snake. Oh, we don't have snake skins. We have to collect some snake skins.
Just kind of like.
Delana's employer will be satisfied with what we've done here today.
Oh, well, I have another one. He wants snake skins.
Shut up, Sibo.
It's okay, Sibo. We'll get more.
I looked at Delana. Is he always like this?
Yes.
Huh. Just aimlessly looking off towards the forest.
Well, I'm always up for a little spelunking if you would like to go through a ruin if you want to go through a ruin.
What is this artifact we are talking about?
A longbow made of some sort of black stone.
Bormir's eyes instantly light up.
And our goal is to sell this thing? Make some coin?
Personally, I want to examine it first. But that's certainly not out of the question for what we could do with it.
What do you mean sell it?
Yeah.
You belong in a museum.
Dalmar speaks up, saying, "You know how the other races go crazy over the elves. If it's elven, it'll be worth something, at least."
Very much so. And
Also, don't ruins have more than just one thing in them?
Usually.
Possibly.
if we're talking about a lot of money, we could set up shop somewhere and be a little protected. Arm ourselves a little bit better. In case any more of the, I'll look over to the dead bodies, riffraff show up.
Well, it's the plan then, and I say we get ready to head off.
Do you mind if we rest here a bit? I still would like to sit here for a while and just let my wounds heal a bit.
Oh, I also have some things to take care of too. If we can like wait, maybe like an hour or two.
Very well. It wouldn't make much sense
Works.
for us to go off limping into the woods.
Works
Oh,
for
well, I'm
me.
pretty okay. I don't need to limp.
At this point, Delana just smiles.
You're quite the funny fellow, aren't you, Sibo?
Am I?
Okay.
I'm pretty funny.
He's very literal. Got it. Okay. Kind of a dick. Got it. Scary woman in plate. With a warhammer who crushes people's skulls. Got it.
And spines.
Squishy mage. Don't die again. Rogue who can't sneak. Got it. Yeah, sure. Let's tend to our wounds and just gonna get it.
Wait, did you actually say? Wait, were you actually
Yes,
saying?
he's literally
Yeah,
just
he's actively saying that out
naming
loud.
this off to people. Okay.
Dalmar goes, what was your name again?
Oh, my apologies. Corveus.
Core. Got it.
Guess he's not good with big words.
Jaren's going to get a fire started instead of bickering.
Oh.
As you guys take a bit of time to lick your
So, short
wounds
rest.
and get a short rest in. Go ahead and roll your hit dice if you want to.
Oh yes.
When you hit up short rest at the top of your character sheet, it will pull up a little pull-out bar on the right side, and it'll tell you how many hit dice you have. Every box you tick off, there'll be a little roll hit dice button. That'll let you roll that, and it adds your constitution to each of them. Good one.
Awesome. My luck is amazing.
What the heck? It only did it once, so 3, 8.
Okay, I'm gonna use another one because I actually really need it.
Yeah.
Yep. 7.
Decide on how much you need right now. Those do recover 50% every long rest. So if you use all 4 now, you'll get 2 back on the next long rest. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, like
What
2
is my
ones.
luck?
We both rolled 2 ones.
Yep. So Corvera's got 6, 12, 17.
Okay,
Did it not show up on there?
Using a third.
I don't think so. Are you on Chrome?
I am on Chrome.
On Roll20 as well?
Yeah, let me just send you a screenshot of my...
I gotta say, because I don't understand why yours is the only one not showing up.
Chrome didn't work for me either. I had to. I have this on a totally different browser.
Really? And it works?
Yeah, I'm using Brave of all browsers.
What the fuck is Brave?
It's supposed to work with cryptocurrency.
It's more... Crypto is more of like an add-on to it. It's more just like a general privacy browser.
I don't know. I have a tendency every now and again to just sort of collect browsers. So I'm like, okay, I haven't tried this one. Download. So.
Interesting.
Right. But my current
works great in Brave.
HP total on Discord, if that's what you need.
I was gonna say, actually, let me see what the rolls were. You got a +9, so you should be at 30 out of 31. Ooh, there you go. I messed that up.
51 hit points.
Woo!
A lot tougher
Hit
than
me,
I
Doc,
thought it
Uber
was.
me. Oh, TF2, I miss you.
I just realized my armor hasn't been selected and like equipped this whole time.
Nailed it.
What?
So, hang on. So, if that's the case, what's your AC now? 'Cause
My AC is 16. Let's see what fits
that
with
probably
me.
would have saved you a good number of hits.
Yeah.
No, it gets better. It gets better. My blade sound gives me a +4 to AC.
So
Basically, that entire fight, I was supposed to have 20.
Yep. I totally forgot about that about Blade Song.
Well, I guess you're a squishy mage for this fight and none other.
Yep.
You know, now you're making me paranoid about Dalmar, and sure enough, his leather armor hasn't been equipped either. No wonder
Bruh.
he only had a 13 armor class. Now it's only a 14.
What?
Good thing no one ever swung at him.
Why do you only have a 14?
Yes.
What's your dex?
16.
What's your
16
what armor are you
dex,
using?
leather armor.
Yeah, leather armor gives you 11 plus 3. Yeah, 14.
14. What the fuck? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
I have
Yep.
studded leather, which just gives me.
Versus you get your wisdom and your dex, motherfucker.
Yeah, but I'm also thinking about Ashana, who was sitting at 19, and yeah.
Yeah, well you have shield. I believe you got studded leather and you got dex.
Man, you guys are making me wish I had some armor that I'd conveniently forgotten that would get me more than 15.
Yep.
It's going to be a real adjustment going from a 21 AC down to like a 14.
Just
Yep.
don't get hit.
It's like, oh, I've never been hit in my life. I'm getting hit by every single roll.
Yeah, but keep in mind you have uncanny dodge, so you can have a damage roll against you.
A damage roll per
Yes,
round.
1 per round.
It does cost your reaction though, so obviously note that.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
as you guys take an hour for yourselves, patching up your wounds as best as possible. Volmer only just barely managing to bunch up the blood and clots. He's only barely stopped bleeding. Meanwhile, Sibo has taken that hour time himself to seemingly concentrate on something, using his lockpicking tools to manifest and create a set of smithing tools for himself, of which he immediately attaches to his belt of armor.
Okay.
I'd probably, at this point, I'd be catching everyone up on this latest adventure that me, Sibo, and Delana had.
Traversing the Feywilds, coming here to stop a strange necrotic curse of some kind, finding the swamp, killing some hags, stabbing an organ and being sent to the Feywild, dealing with a satyr, and coming back to apparently, at the very least, it has been 2+ weeks since they were last on the Prime Material Plane.
Feywild. Huh. Never been there. Sounds fun.
You
So
don't
these
want
aren't
to.
just myths.
Sounds fun to me.
It's really not.
Another plane of existence would be okay with me.
Most of them are worse than this one.
Be a good way to avoid certain things.
Yes, it would be. Especially if there was a good way to bounce in and out whenever you needed to.
I must ask you, how did you figure out about this bow?
Guys, he's drinking water.
Yeah, bad timing for that.
As Darren puts down his water skin, he will tell you that he has his sources.
Seems sketchy. Should we go somewhere else?
Oh yeah, I still need those. We still need those snake skins if you want to get paid.
Did I see
Correct
any?
me if I'm wrong, but wasn't that just to find evidence of what was causing it?
No.
Like
The guy that I talked to, he actually wanted them. He wants to make something out of them.
Delana clarifies that those were two separate things. The snake with wings skins was going to go to a magic item shop craftsman.
And this whole situation was to a broker of some kind.
Well, I don't really care about the reagent job that much.
Did I see
Seems
any of
like
those snakes
small
coming in?
potatoes.
Did
What
I
was
see?
that, Corius?
Did I see any of those snakes coming in?
Oh yeah. let alone with your passive as well as just how cautious you were, you would have been able to see the camouflaging snakes along the way and just not really bother with them. Might eaten a couple of them in the past 2 weeks.
Fair enough. How
I like that Corvus is just this weird wild man. None of us have commented on that.
I don't know, like, is he an assassin? Is he a hobo? What is he?
a little bit of column A, a little bit of column B. No, just kidding. Huh. How much does that skin job thing you're talking about pay?
Well, he didn't give us a price, but he said it was actually gonna pay pretty well. And he said that the more we got him, the more we pay, the more he pay.
And he
Well,
didn't give you the rate?
Well, no, because everything was really expensive.
It sounds like you were scammed by a wizard, Siba. You got to be more cognizant of that.
Well, we haven't made a deal yet. I mean, I haven't given him anything.
I'm sure he was a good fellow. He owned a shop. There's a chance.
He had a dragon skull in his shop.
Anyways,
A what
I don't
now?
really want to spend more time in here than we need to. If those guys found it, anyone can.
How about this? We'll keep an eye out while we walk, and then we'll collect them
If
as
it
we
comes
leave.
up, I'm not opposed to grabbing stuff.
how much money do all of you guys have?
Well, I don't really have a lot. I've got all this silver and copper, and he pulls out 2 small pouches that are literally just filled with silver and copper.
How much is in there?
He opens it up. About 10 gold worth.
Okay, so you got 10 gold. Armor lady. What's your name?
Delana.
How much do you got?
I'm Seaboat, by the way.
I picked up on that one. Delana.
I have 1 gold.
You angry drow. What's your name?
I'm not angry.
Of course, just not give a crap.
I've got a bit. Not that much, though.
What's a bit? A bit to a peasant is nothing to a noble.
Well, about 20 gold.
Okay. And what's your name?
Darren Bellhand.
That's right, you mentioned that. Okay. Squishy Mage. What's your name?
Volmir.
Volmir. What about you?
I have about 50 gold on me. Why do you ask?
Okay. Rogue who can't sneak. What's your name?
Dalmar.
That's right. That's right. What about you?
DM, could you confirm that the currency on Dalmar's character sheet is correct?
Let me double check this.
Because that seems a bit high.
I'm waiting for this to
Ooh,
start.
boy. That is a very good question. Did you get a really good roll on your starting?
I don't know.
What do you got on starting? 44 times 10. Yeah, you could have just gotten a stupid good roll.
Okay.
That's very possible because the maximum there is 160, so you could have easily gotten 15.
Yeah, but what you got to ask yourself is, would you like carry that all of that on you, or would you have like most of that somewhere else?
Well, the better part
It's
is if he discloses that much.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
too.
Watch this turn into like a shakedown.
That'd be some shakedown from Mr.
It would be.
Shadow Man over there.
It would be.
Just
Okay,
cast
so-
darkness and mugs us all.
That would be one hell of a player entrance, wouldn't it? Oh man. No, I'd wait till you were asleep.
It wouldn't be, since you wouldn't be a player after that.
You know.
But Dalmar responds somewhere between 35 and 40 gold.
Okay, so we have enough to get by for a short time because I have nothing. And so collectively as a group, we are broke.
relative to most people, not at all. But okay.
To those who like to travel the land, who need to pay for their meals, who need to pay for room and board, we are collectively broke.
Isn't one gold?
No, not even then, because
Isn't one gold like
not-
equivalent to
food isn't that expensive.
One
Depends.
gold as a relative like
When
bouncing
when I
point is
say
like $100.
exceptional individuals, I mean it clearly
Say-
extends to wealth as well.
Say that again, DM?
One
That's,
gold relatively is somewhere in the range of like $100.
Yeah, like that's like a
Okay. See, I normally
Like,
see it around like
gold
$10.
is gold is fucking insane.
For a
Like,
gold.
having a gold piece on you is nuts.
Hey, everyone runs it
It's,
differently.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
I know. Yeah.
yeah.
Well, the
that's
reason
fair.
why I do that is because it's 10 copper, 10 silver, then 10
Yeah,
gold. So
yeah.
it's like, that's how I naturally equivalate it.
Okay, let me rephrase
I mean,
that.
Just think of like someone like if they were just walking around with like pockets
Actually,
full
it'd
of
be
balloons all the
closer
time.
to a gold being $1 because it'd be 10 pennies goes to 1 dime and 10
I'm not
dimes
going to-
goes to 1
Alright, look.
gold.
I'm not going to argue
Yeah.
economics right now, but like physical gold made into
The
a
point being
coin
is, Jared has
is
a
a
point.
lot
To
of
have a
value.
gold on you is a lot in most peasant cases.
In peasant cases,
Yeah.
Yeah.
we're not peasants.
I was gonna say, in adventuring cases
Yeah, but we're
and
not like
or
hurting for food. We
several
aren't,
of your
like,
line of works, a
Yes.
gold is like nothing.
And I'll pull down to
we
Volmer.
aren't like the demon hunters who can't make rent. All right, we're fine.
Point down to Volmer. This one nearly died, and is nearly still on death's door. If we were going to be...
Put his armor on.
Yes, why weren't you
And
Yeah,
wearing
Yes.
armor?
during the short rest, he was like, "Oh shit, I forgot this armor."
And because Sibo shocked me.
Yes, but if we are going to be delving into some ancient abandoned drow ruins, we're gonna die without more planning. Which means more gold. And I'll pull out a health potion. Do you guys know how much these are?
I thought you were about to like pull out a knife and mug me. Okay.
I mean... No, it's a little... Yeah.
That's not a knife. Now this is a knife.
Why do you guys just have knives laying around you?
'Cause knives are freaking awesome. We got weapon. I have a sword in my room, machete, and he's got gun. Anyways.
Back on track.
I
Yes.
think we should
So,
sort out the financial planning once we get back to town and get paid.
well, then at that time we should do a little hunting. Let's see what everyone's skills are when we're not trying to possibly kill each other. I looked kind of down to Volmer. Pocket sand. I like that one.
Thank you. I'll try to remember the shoulder next time.
Yes. Wrong shoulder, but you'll get it.
There was heart behind it.
There was. Your intent was clear, and I loved it. But easy to tell. Anywho.
I agree with your sentiment, Corvus. We probably should tell everyone what we're capable of. I myself am an arcane archer of sorts.
If I can get like another hour or something, I can be up front and take a good punch.
Even better, I'm going to sit down. An hour it is.
Oh. Oh, okay. And you see him kind of just like place a hand on his chest as his armor, which was basically like Iron Man armor, just starts to retract off him and revert back to normal full plate armoring. That he starts to take off and begin to work with his smithing tools.
Okay.
Seemingly filling runic symbols that he had on there and etching in new ones.
Question: What time of day is it?
It is roughly late afternoon, so you're starting to get to the point of sunset.
Okay. So we
I'd
know.
say we just hole up here for the night, honestly. I don't think it's a good idea to walk around.
We can, it'll make things easier.
Yeah. That works for me.
I'm not opposed to the idea.
Anyway, how about you? I forget. What race is Volmer?
I'm an elf. Sorry.
He's an elf. Okay.
Yeah, he's a high elf.
So what can you do, Volmer?
I'm a historian who focuses mainly on weapons and a mage. I'm also a decent swordsman.
Hey.
And you, Dalamar?
Rogue. Standard affair.
Who can sneak?
What do you mean? Are you're like a hobo?
Everyone is
Nice.
just
You okay
rolling
there,
at
Volmer?
him.
Nice try, but doesn't really fit.
You just hear a loud just tang just come from Sibo and it's like, what?
I'm asking because
Yes, you tell him, Sibo.
meta because rogue isn't like a thing that is understood by people in the context of the world.
Roguish
Half and half?
types, yes.
I would say it's like half and half. Like you can call someone a rogue, but it means a lot of things generically.
Like I'm just thinking like it could be like, oh, you rogue, you asshole.
Yeah, that's what
Or
I'm saying.
could
It's like
be-
it can mean a lot of things.
yeah, exactly. So I don't really know what Dalamar's talking about when he calls himself a rogue.
On the sneakier side of the spectrum, of which I, as has been appropriately pointed out, failed to show. I'm supposedly good at sneaking. He rolls his eyes. Stabbing, throwing knives, that sort of thing.
Well, that's well enough. And you, assassin.
Just pointedly looking at Dalmar and Volmar. What? Talking about me?
Yeah, what can you do?
I'm no assassin.
I assumed because of the all black hooded getup that you wear.
This
My
isn't all
apologies.
black.
He was homeless, and that's all he could afford.
That one. That was a good one. I like that. And out of game, so you guys, he is wearing essentially what's in the picture, except for instead of like it being straight black, it is like black and like darker grays and stuff like that. Kind of a mottled mix. But no, I am no assassin. I am good at well, I would say you saw what I was good at, but you didn't.
I'd imagine that's the point.
Yes. You might have saw some of it, and I just like parkour up the wall again.
With ease and swift-footedness, just goes to the edge of the cavern wall and just hardcore parkours his way to the top of the mouth.
Delmar just watches him. Delana's like, oh, great, another one.
And I'll kind of just do that little like hand slide down the side, back onto the ground.
Neat.
Volmir's gonna move a bit just to lean up against the wall rather than just sitting up on nothing.
Yeah. I am good with my fists, and well, the rest of my body as well.
Very well.
Waiting for someone to say something.
That's what she said? Question mark.
Yep. I saw you. Your Volmer was the first person to go, oh.
Oh no, trust me, I had it in my head too. I was just like,
You kind of got a from Delana, but
Yeah.
that was about it.
Good, good. Okay.
Living weapon. I can respect that.
Yes. And now you. I kind of look over to the two caved in skulls. Nice work.
Thank you.
Please don't do it to mine.
Don't give me a reason to.
so,
Fair enough.
as Sibo takes his hour to modify his armorings. You yourselves very easily can, with what little effort you need to put into, from the dead trees to the surrounding environment, able to amount a tiny fire as well for yourselves, let alone a little bit of a minor base camp. I'm imagining next to the little shack because that's a decent place to make a little base camp.
I'm going into my bed. And barricading the door.
So you're just locking everybody out?
Yeah.
Dang, okay.
Eventually, Steve will be finished with his armorings. Make sure and don't know if I can change that. Ah, here it is.
So wait, we went from a short rest to just like fucking go to the long rest.
Yeah.
I
I
love
just
how
wasted 2 fucking hit die, but whatever.
Corvus is in the house, and then everyone else is like surrounding it but separated. Like there's supposed to be one little campfire, and like
Thelana's just resting
I
against a
just
tree.
imagine we're all just kind of walking around this little peninsula.
Yeah.
Motherfucker doesn't feel like he's gonna get surrounded again.
Yeah.
this was the
Okay,
plan all
Corvus
along.
goes in the house and we all just surround it and bear down on him.
So Delmar's going to be bored and just sort of. I'm going to take a quick look around
Okay.
and, like, I don't know, 30, 40 feet just off screen to the left and right, just in a big ish circle, scouting around.
Does anyone go to collect the horses and cart from the now deceased band of ne'er-do-wells?
Where is that?
It's just south of the map.
I'll take a look. I'll take a look at the cart. That wasn't clear.
Ah, good thing for bringing that up. Yes. Delana, I forgot to send this one since you already did it. You said at the end of last session that you were looting the bodies.
Oh,
You find,
yeah.
yeah, I was saying it's like, he just reminded me of that. You've got 4 scimitars, 2 short bows, 7 daggers, along with a couple of water skins. By that I mean 4. 12 days worth of rations. And then for the gold piece, I will send that to you for you to decide what to do with.
How many daggers is too many?
Was that bandit still down in the ooze crap?
You no longer see the body.
Okay, hold up. Let's backtrack a bit.
Uh-huh.
That's probably something he would have noticed. Hopping across there.
Uh-huh.
The body's not there. I'm gonna mention that to everyone. So, our little friend who fell into this black ooze and sizzled to death, he's no longer here.
Was he melting when you last saw him?
Yes. Very much so dead.
Then I'd imagine he completed his melting.
I'm gonna look down. Do I see any remnants of him? Because it's only been
Make a perception check.
a little bit.
Well, it's been over an hour at the very least you guys still
Yeah.
lasted. And no one checked on it.
You know, in
Fucking
this
that
world, there
one.
seems not to be anything left.
It's black ooze.
Does this ooze normally do this? There's nothing
I've
left of the
never
body.
seen anything that was exposed to it in this form survive.
I go for
It's
the
been
rest.
known to raise ghouls. We should not be surprised if undead happen.
Okay. That is good to know, I guess. Right.
Okay, I am on the proper character sheet.
Going back home.
Garen is checking out the cart.
The cart is rather beat up and barren. The two horses do have muzzles on them. Seem like they were not treated all that well. But they at least are rather healthy and capable. And the only extra supplies on the cart itself would look like makeshift bedrolls that are not of the higher quality, but at least quality enough that you'd be able to sleep on a dirt ground comfortably enough.
Okay,
Alright.
and so we had.
Garen's gonna come back and get his tent set up by the house.
Volmir's
Tim,
gonna
could
sit
I get
by the
that
fire.
list of items
Yeah.
written somewhere? Thank you.
Volmir's gonna sit by the fire and kind of examine the scabbard from his back. He's gonna take it off his back and remove what now appears to be a broken blade from it and start looking at it, like observing it. I'm gonna try to decipher the design. He's gonna start working on that now.
There you go. There you go, Lana.
Thank you.
What'd you say, Volmer? Sorry.
I'm
Volmir?
gonna sit by the fire and remove the scabbard from my back and like take the broken blade out, and then start trying to decipher the design on it.
Okay. Go ahead and make an intelligence check for me.
Okay.
As
What intelligence?
yeah, intelligence check.
Okay.
And if anyone is intrigued to overlook, as Volmir has pulled off the blade off of his back, and he just looks over it in some very serious intrigue.
Keep in mind, the blade I used in combat's on my hip. This is a different sword. Or
Yep.
not even a sword, because I removed a broken blade from the scabbard.
He literally pulls it out, and you just see just a chipped and shattered blade. As you are looking it over and focusing on it, and trying to piece together the environment that you're in, you know it should have been somewhere northbound, but this doesn't seem like it's the place. And that now that you're here, you're actually looking at the environment, you're looking at the landscape, and you're thinking back on those maps that you looked at before. It's probably not here. That's kind of upsetting, given what you've just been through.
Yeah. Progress, though. You mark
It
this
is
off the
progress.
maps.
What are you looking at, Volmer?
Just a little project of mine. I believe this scabbard is a map. The question is where to?
Do you know what culture region it's from?
DM? We never talked about this beforehand. Am I allowed to just wing it, or do you have an idea for this in mind?
I was gonna say, the bigger question would be, go ahead and just make a straight charisma check for me.
Straight
This would be
charisma?
basically like, how much information did you get out of the seller? He don't know shit about that thing, and either you take it or you leave it.
Damn, even like after I've been researching this thing, I know nothing.
Yeah?
The amount of nat ones.
He literally gave you no information to go off of, so at that point you just went, alright, start looking through every effing book I have and I have access to, and none of these work.
Man devotes his life to weapons, but can't tell what culture the scabbard comes from.
Which is all the more reason why it's so intriguing.
I honestly don't know, and that's one of the reasons I'm so interested in it. I've been researching weapons all my life, yet I still can't identify where this thing comes from.
Well, seems like quite a puzzle.
From inside the hut. Maybe the culture is no longer living.
That'd be my first instinct. Person
Could be
through
likely.
wall.
Just knock twice.
You know, if you're gonna talk to us, you should probably be out here.
My bed's more comfy.
I'm shocked there's even a bed in there. That house doesn't look like it could be standing right now.
I mean, that was a hag hut, you know. It's not exactly the best spot to sleep.
Huh. That would have explained all the dead flesh.
How's your sleep been, man?
No worse than normal.
Huh.
Perfectly fine. I cleaned out what gross
Well,
crap
Volmer.
was in here.
Well, Volmer. Hopefully, we can find something about that when we're on the quest for my longbow.
Yes, I'm very interested in this longbow. If you don't mind, when we actually find it, would it be fine if I took a look at it?
No, not at all.
Thank you. Volmir's gonna go back to work.
The sun begins to fall, and the fires continue going. You all lay down for the time being, closing your eyes and taking the night for yourselves.
Darren's gonna take first watch.
Delana will take second watch.
Okay. Go ahead and make a perception check for me, Darren. Alright, it doesn't send. Oh my god, it sent! Hallelujah! What changed?
Nothing. It's been pretty consistent that it doesn't send when I do my rolls for short rests, my hit die rolls.
Weird.
So we took possession of the cart then?
Yeah, I'm imagining so, at least.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, through the beginning of the night, as the noises of the jungle continue to ring on, it starts to get a little quieter during the night, which puts you out ever so faintly, but nothing seems to occur beyond that. And as you swap your watch over to Delana, go ahead and give me a perception check.
Me or Delana?
Delana. Both of y'all seeing nothing.
Justice is blind.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
I guess Volmir could take third watch and probably go the rest of the night, assuming.
We do two watch.
Oh, we do too. Okay, I don't know how that works for
Yeah.
this group.
Rules as written said you should have 4 cycles of watches, but I call BS on that, so I just do 2.
Honestly, 2 elves can just take all 4 if like 1 watch is an hour.
Yeah.
Is it trance?
Trance is 4 hours, yeah.
Oh, 4
Yep.
But as night goes on, and you all awake at the very, very bright and early morning, the sun barely even cresting over the horizon, to the point the shadows basically still overtake all of your sights. And one thing that almost immediately comes to mind is the fact that you seem to be one short. None of you heard anything. None of you awoke to anything. But Delana seems to be just gone.
Volmir's gonna
Come
go.
outside. Nice big stretch. Oh, everyone sleep well?
You watch kind of Sibo actually kind of like sit up from his sleep. And he kind of looks around real quick. Where's Delana?
She left.
Big armored lady?
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe the ooze got her.
She's
watch
been
as-
wanting to ditch for a while.
And you
At
watch
least
as
that's
Sibo
the
kind of
impression I
stands
got.
up. And as Sibo kind of stands up, you notice that his pouch is bigger than before.
Oh
He
my.
turns and he looks at it and just opens it up.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Did any of you give me a lot of food?
No, that wasn't me.
We give you food, or did we give you food?
No, give me. Like, did you guys put it here?
No?
No, Delana did.
How do you know
I was
Delana
asking
did?
her.
Because she's been wanting to ditch for a while.
How do you know?
And
She seemed
well,
happy crunching skulls.
because her sister ditched as well.
She has a sister?
Yeah, that was
remember
the
that flashback
girl we
I
were
told
talking
you about?
to.
Remember that recap I said?
Yeah, that was the girl who we don't know where she went. But
I think Delana said they
uh,
were cousins.
Oh yeah, he
cousins,
just likes to say
sisters,
sisters, and I don't know why.
whatever, something like that. I didn't pay that much attention.
It
That's
must be
probably
truly
why.
insightful to know that she wanted to leave so bad. So why
I
didn't she take the
focus on
food with her?
important details.
Well, I'm more confused why, because she went alone without a horse. But
I
she
know.
left us the food.
Look over to like the horses. Are they still there?
Yeah, both horses are still there. And
Can I roll an
with your
investigation?
passive, you'd also be able to see that there are the weapons of the slain bandits in the cart.
Can I roll an investigation to see if there was like a sign of a fight that happened last night?
Go ahead and make an investigation check. While there isn't all too much that you can glean from where you noted that the watch was being taken of, you do note that the soft impression of the dirt makes it look like she walked away. And it wasn't like the footsteps are deep pressed or anything, it's just very calmly stepped in.
Doesn't look like there was a fight, so I guess she left willingly. I guess it's just strange she didn't let any of us know.
Maybe she went to
was
get the
already-
snake skins.
She was always pretty cagey.
That one? Cagey? No.
To be fair, Corvus, we've known her for less than a day.
Yeah? Still don't seem like the cagey type. You see what she did to those people's skulls?
I have no idea why you think that's mutually exclusive.
Cagey is someone who wants to constantly run. She does not seem like the running type.
Well,
Yeah,
actually,
sounds
no.
like you really knew her well in those 15 minutes you talked to her.
Well, she did always run, but she always ran towards the enemy.
Exactly. Seems like I knew her better than you did.
Anyways, if you're done hyping her up, we got better things to talk about.
Sounds like someone has a crush.
Siva. Is he always like this?
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah. I think Ashana did a better job of handling him, but I think I think Volmir's right. He might have a crush.
No. I'm not really into women who could probably crush my skull with their bare hands.
Well, it's good to know that you're thinking of it.
No snoo then?
Now, if you're done fantasizing, it's really good to know.
Pun
That is
intended.
unless you want to abandon us and go chase after that girl.
Chase after the girl? No. I keep walking.
Alright,
Just
let's
gotta
keep
like.
going, though.
Wait, where are we going?
Where do you want to go, Sibo?
Civilization.
Oh,
Away from this hag-forsaken land.
Oh, okay. Well, we need snake skins before we go back to Bill.
Good.
And
We'll
we
Fuck
want money.
Bill.
Sibo, we'll keep an eye out all along. We'll get you a snake skins. Don't
We'll get snakes if they're snakes. If not, I'm not going out of my way. Are we going then?
I'm sticking back with Sibo.
Sibo is really just like trying to get the horses to like.
How is he
Okay.
getting the horses back there? Did they drive the horses over this rickety ass?
I thought you said
snake
you
bridge?
pulled it back towards the camp.
Well, what I had done since I was the one who got the car is I would just have left it where it was, like by the bridge, or whatever.
Okay.
I want to take it over there because I don't know like how wide the bridge is, but I don't think it's a good idea to bring horses.
It would have been a
and
tight
cars on
squeeze.
it.
Yep.
So how do I change my name on Roll20 from Dawana to Dalmar?
Upper right, the cog, display name.
Ah,
There you go.
Darren still doesn't have a name under his character.
Do I not? It says Darren on my screen.
It
Not
doesn't
from
on
mine.
There we go.
nope.
There we
there
are.
it is.
Hey, there we
Does
go.
anybody else have something
There.
broken on them? No health bar, no name, suddenly invisible to the naked eye.
I have one more hit point.
Oh
And
no,
it's
where did he go?
My health is at 15 still. Doesn't it go back to max after a short rest or long
Yes.
rest?
Oh, you know, long rest. Yes, that's right.
Yep. You can change that yourself too.
Yeah, you can click on yourself, and you'll see 3 little bubbles,
Oh, I see it.
and obviously the red one is HP. Even though Roll20 wants to say the red one is, I think, armor class, and I'm like, no.
Wait, what? Why
Yeah.
would that be the default?
Roll
I
20 tells
don't
me the
know.
blue one's armor class.
Yeah, I make the blue one armor class.
Oh, you do that manually.
Yeah. I forget. Roll used to have these set up as they are. Well, I think it's also because technically, Roll20 is meant for all tabletop, so there's obviously more systems in that.
There's also a green bubble that says PP. What's
Passive
that?
perception.
Passive perception.
Passive perception. Is that something that's really important enough to be on a green orb above our heads at all times?
Yes.
Yes.
It basically determines whether or not I can sneak attack your ass.
Yes.
Fair enough.
So having a
So
character
why
with
have
like
it there
23
all
plus
the
passive
time?
perception is
So
amazing.
in case if I roll a stealth check and I'm like, okay, who sees this? I literally go past everybody's thing and I go like, hey, who's got their passive past 13? And if nobody has a passive past 13, guess what? I get sneak attack, motherfucker.
Yeah. Like we had a furball cleric who had a passive perception level 1 of like 27 or 29 or something stupid. She saw everything.
Isn't passive perception just wisdom? Like your wisdom score?
Yeah.
10 plus wisdom, and then you can
It's
get
10
expertise.
plus wisdom bonus.
It's
You get
10 plus
expertise
your
depending on-
perception.
Yeah.
10 plus your perception. So, when you have expertise with feats and stuff like that in your perception, on top of other feats that give a flat bonus, it upped it really fucking high.
Yeah. So like, even if you have 0 wisdom, if you have the alert feat, you have a passive perception of 15. If you're proficient, you get a passive perception of 17. Now if you have plus on, or if you have expertise, now you're at a passive of 19 with a 10 wisdom.
Yeah.
Now add on actually getting wisdom on top of that and leveling up.
Yeah. So,
You can very easily get some really high passive perception. The DM can never sneak attack you. And then I'll cry.
I was the DM at the time.
As Darren and I was getting the horses and everything ready.
Mhm.
One more thing. Well, it's fresh in our minds. We should come up with a name for our group.
Sibo's just looking at you so confused.
Corvus is imitating it perfectly.
Yeah.
What are we, a band?
Well, we have to go by something if we want people to get us jobs.
Yeah, I'm Corvus. This is Sibo. That's Dalmar. That's Volmar.
Now, I mean for us as a collective entity rather than individuals.
Well, I kind of want to be myself. I don't want to be a collective entity.
Shut up, Siba.
Just kind of pointing at him.
Look, you know how when you go to a store in the city, right? It'll be called something like,
Yes, but are we a store now?
well, of sorts, a store of violent acts and treasure acquisition.
I wouldn't call self-defense violent.
Well, it is violence, whatever you call it.
That's arguable.
Anyways, if we're gonna be treasure hunting, we're probably gonna be doing a lot more than self-defense. Regardless, if we're gonna stop being obstinate, let's get this going. I
Says
think we
the
should go
one
with
who
something
keeps
like
telling
that.
this one to shut up all the time.
For some reason, he's very annoying today. I wonder why that might be.
I thought it was funny.
It was Sibo, and I'll pat him on the head.
I agree with you, Sibo. It was funny.
Well, that makes at least 3 against 1. Dalmar, was it funny?
Still muted.
Still muted.
Still muted. He tries to speak, but words never.
I saw you go for the button, but you missed it. I bet.
He's
Yeah.
fighting hard to overcome his roguish silence.
It was okay.
Okay.
Funny enough. Funny enough.
Okay. Okay. So 4 against 1. Shut up,
It was a
Darren.
bit funny. All right. I'll admit it.
As you guys begin to head off, what?
The double D's. Damn it, Darren.
I don't think it's a good idea for it to be an in joke.
Oh my fucking god.
Says you, the mighty 9. If you know Critical Role, is nothing but an in joke.
Yeah,
I
because they couldn't
I
stop
don't
rolling
know.
fucking
Yeah,
nines.
they kept rolling 9 for like 4 sessions in a row, and they went, "Oh, what's your name? Oh, we're the mighty 9." They're like, "You only have 7 members." Yes, we know.
But it's Nein, so 9 in in
Sure.
German or whatever.
That's pretty dumb.
Yeah, so for the entire epic
9,
campaign
yeah,
for
whatever.
2.5 years, they were the mighty 9 because of an inside joke. And every time they have to bring it up with characters and NPCs, the DM, because he's fucking amazing, always goes, "Okay, strange number."
Yep.
Every
Until
time.
there was actually 9 of them.
So good. Yeah, just until literally the end of the campaign, they finally got 9 of them.
Yep.
Regardless,
Anywho. On the road
big question
again.
being, how thorough are y'all being looking for snakes on your way back down to civilization, which is going
Darren
to be
does not
a
care at all.
week-long endeavor?
Excessively thorough.
We're riding like a horse-drawn wagon, right?
Yes.
I'm assuming Volmir's kind of just sitting on the side of it, keeping an eye out.
Yeah,
Not too thorough,
essentially,
but
who's driving said horse-drawn carriage?
Probably
At this
Darren.
point, Darren, probably.
probably Darren.
Darren, do you have proficiency in
Animal handling.
land vehicles? You do not. Okay, just making sure.
Let me see if I have that. If any, I don't think I do. No, I don't.
Sibo as well does not.
Darren has never driven a carriage before,
Yeah.
and he is very confident about attempting to do so.
So that being said, go ahead and make an animal handling check for me. That is a good point. I don't think anybody on this party now has
14.
land vehicles.
No one
Where would
can
I see
drive
that?
carriages.
Bottom left proficiencies. I believe it's counted in tools. It doesn't look like anybody has it. Nope.
Yeah, nah.
Yeah, no.
Do you
So-
need land vehicles to do
It would be
here?
for this specific situation.
Hmm.
It literally is like you said, you have no idea how to lead a cart.
I'll figure it out.
Yeah. And while the beginning of the track is a bit of a slow one, as Darren makes clear that he has never driven a cart before, or a wagon. It struggles just ever so slightly with the horses, but he's seen Delana and Ashana lead the wagon enough times that he knows a generic idea of how to do so. And as things begin to move, Corveus, you said you're actively looking for the snakes, so go ahead and make a perception check.
Really? A 1, then a 2? Well, +7?
Hey, the luck for your last display had to come from somewhere.
That is kind of true.
I had an
Eventually you'll
advantage
work
on
your way
every
up to a
fucking attack
5.
roll. Of course I was getting nat 20s.
I'm more talking about the stunts you did with Volmer earlier.
That's not wrong, yeah.
I rolled relatively high.
There was a lot of things coming at you.
There was so many moving parts and ability checks you had to make.
But it made the story so fucking much better that way.
Yes, it did. It very much did. So, as you guys make your way through, to get through that section on cart, it'll take you at the minimum an entire day. If you want to stop before nightfall, it might elongate a little bit, or you can just push through for a little while after nightfall.
I'll push through for a bit after.
And it really much is a struggle, because as Darren, you remember, this jungle is very, very thick until you start nearing the edge towards the end of the day, wherein, oh yeah, Sibo would have been looking out for less snakes, so let's see what Sibo's got to get.
I don't think I rolled perception for that either.
Oh, you want to actually look too? Okay, go for it.
Oh my god, Volmer and I today, man.
You should be
That
happy.
mattered.
Only Sibo is the only one who's like, he's been through here on a cart before. He knows what he's looking for.
Okay.
I poked my eyeballs out by mistake.
Seriously, you should feel happy anytime you get a bad roll that doesn't matter.
That's kind of true. It is actually kind of true.
Uh-huh. See, some of my favorites are when you're like halfway up the wall, then you get the bad roll. Just
Yeah.
fuck.
You don't want to roll super well until the one time you actually need it.
Unless it's on the death save.
Yeah.
That would be a time when you actually need it.
Setting this up. Guys are rolling your way through the jungle.
Welcome to the jungle. We got fun and games.
Don't DMCA copy check me. As you guys are starting to get towards the end of the day, where the sun starts to crest towards that orangey sunset, you do hear Sibo kind of poke Darren on the shoulder at one moment, and he just goes, I think we just went under one.
Under one?
Yeah. And he
Look
points
out.
to the tree right behind you guys.
Hop out of the cart.
Darren's gonna stop the cart then. Where did you say?
He points to the tree behind. Corvais, you said you hopped out.
I'm going to fairy fire that tree.
Okay.
Dalmar's gonna run up the fucking tree. After the spell goes off.
I totally missed what was happening. What? Sorry?
There's a snake in the
Casting
branches.
Fairy fire on the
Like
tree.
in the tree.
Okay,
Okay.
so dexterity save.
Leaving it in a deluge of yellow, blue, and green.
That's not gonna be a fail. So. Boop.
It's marked in a flashing outline of different colors.
Yep. You guys see just a burst of colorless dust form all around. And as that sprinkling colorization falls to the floor, you do see a snake-esque figure being outlined by said coloration.
Is it bigger than a normal snake, or?
It is actually rather big. What you would judge for right now, it's roughly 6 feet long, and even Sibo kind of maybe looks at it and goes, "That's bigger than the last time."
There goes my plan to just pick it up with Mage Hand.
So are we in initiative now?
We will be, as Psychic Blade's first attack whiffs in a half. Oh yeah, that's right, advantage.
Yep. Roll again.
Actually, that was meant to be primary attack and offhand attack.
Okay. Since all this is going on very quickly,
Alright, well, you can roll again.
go ahead and roll damage for the second one, because the second one does hit.
Would you have
Okay.
advantage for the first one?
I would say since this shit's going on real fast.
Well, he has advantage anyway, fair fire.
Yeah, he has
Yeah.
advantage.
The
Because
So he's
snake
advantage
does
on both of
something.
them, technically.
flashing
Oh,
lights.
okay. Then for the offhand, then. Okay, nice.
Second one won't get sneak attack, but the first one does.
They both would because of advantage.
Now, sneak attacks once per turn.
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah, it is once per turn.
Yeah, or else it'd be broken as all fucking shit.
Yeah,
Imagine getting
guess.
66 on every attack.
I suppose it would be.
And I'm up the tree.
Yeah? Do
Strangle
you
it.
just run up?
Yeah.
You guys just watch as Corveus,
Just like-
without much effort at all, he literally like sticks one hand on the tree, pulls himself up, and just runs. Literally, just like one launch, run. That's it.
I'm gonna get to the nearest branch and end my movement there, but yeah.
Boop. Okay. And for the snake surprise round. Boop. Hi, Volmer, who just stepped away from the party.
That's get fucked.
That is the first snake that launches from the tree. As you hop off the cart, you just hear the shaking of branches up top, and as you look up, you see the jaw of a snake just launch right at you for 12 points of piercing damage. And as
Fuck.
that one latches onto your shoulder, you hear another shake from the tree as a second one launches right down at you.
Does it hit?
I'm looking right now.
Grab my device. 1 sec.
It does hit, but boy, that was some trash damage at 4 points.
You don't realize, just that turn alone brought me to a 12 health.
Oh, I know. I very
Yep.
much know. As this one, you manage to like just get it to bite onto your hand, and you pull one off and smack the other one to the ground. Now we roll initiative. So make sure to click on yourself, your token, and then roll the initiative on your sheet.
Oh my god. So, my next roll is going to be a 4. I've rolled a 1, a 2, and a 3.
My initiatives haven't been bad.
Man, this is funny.
I made a .16 initiative.
It's a setting to make sure you don't get initiative ties.
Yeah.
Oh.
I totally forgot how to do it. I know it's in, if you click the Beyond 20 up top, go to more options,
Oh crap, didn't mean to do that.
add tiebreaker to initiative rolls. Turn that on. And then next time you roll initiative, it should give an additional decimal, which is your literal dexterity score itself, so that whoever has the higher dexterity gets put up first.
Okay.
Sibo. Boop. And then the snakes. Nat 20.
I'm just glad that wasn't a hit on me.
Jesus Christ. So, the snakes in their natural territory are the first to act. As Mr. Snake up in the tree with Mr. Corvaeus. Hiss, hiss, motherfucker. Pa. Did it not roll? Why didn't it roll? There we go. I probably misclicked. But either way, 22 to hit for 7 points of piercing.
God damn it.
It
Why?
launches at you, and you are not prepared for that fast, that big of a snake to move that fucking fast.
Yeah.
Hey, Volmer, you got 2 snakes on you. Hiss,
I'm
hiss,
aware.
motherfucker. 6 points of piercing for a 20 to hit.
Please tell you may have shield.
Are you counting my
Might be a
accidental reroll as my initiative?
I shouldn't be. Did you reroll again?
I accidentally
Oh,
clicked it
yes,
when I was
yes,
trying to
you
mess
did,
with
because you still
settings.
clicked on yourself. Yes. So your first one was an 18.
Yeah, my bad.
There we go. Oh, good thing you act next. Well, here's hiss, hiss number 2.
You not have the shield spell?
I do. I should probably use that.
You
Okay.
should probably do that instead of dying.
Yeah.
Well, at least the last. Here's the good news. The other one missed, and it's very good that it missed because that was 13 points of piercing damage coming your way. You managed to dodge out of the way that second one that was heading right for the neck. Darren,
This is a threat to my life.
you hear the shaking of trees. Where in front of the horses should have gone. That goes. That launches as you see the sinewy wings spread out that you've seen before. Hiss, hiss, motherfucker. 17 to hit? Actually, don't know if that hits. I think that's just barely. Yeah, just barely. For 8
That's not
points
just-
of piercing.
Not just barely for me. I'll take it.
And then Sibo gets the stuff. A hiss, hiss from the trees. But if only Sibo were here for me to hiss, hiss him. Hiss, hiss missed. God, that bulky ass AC of his. Fulmer, already taken 3 bites and the blood pouring from all of them.
Okay, so I'm gonna start with my Blade Song. To get my AC to a nice 20. Let's see. Yeah, I'm gonna use my Blade Song, which gives me a +4 to AC. And then I'm going to... Don't want to cast Sword Burst because people are near me.
Alright. Blade Song, you're
Actually,
AC
do.
20
Just do
at
it,
the
man.
moment.
I can take it.
And
That
then
Blade
I'm
Song,
going
It does a bunch of shit.
Yeah, Blade Song is +10 to speed, +4 to AC. I think it also gives you +2 to damage?
Let me double check on that. I don't think-
It's a lot. It's a
Blade
lot.
Song is very good, but it's like the only way to make Sword Wizard optimal.
Yeah. Well, there's other ways, but it makes
Yeah.
them very useful. Oh yeah, +4 con for concentration checks.
I mean, my backup character is a strength-based wizard, which isn't a blade singer, so
Yeah.
you,
I've
you-
never
you can.
used a strength-based wizard on Beirut.
Depending on how you build it, it could really work. Melee spells are very viable.
Yeah,
I mean,
don't
so
have-
many
I don't see a
spells are
+2
melee.
to sword damage on the actual skill thing.
Oh, I thought it did. Oh well.
I thought it did too. I guess I was wrong.
Yeah, so just
that's my-
AC +10 to speed. Oh, advantage on acrobatics checks as well.
Yeah. And then I'm going to try to stab one of the snakes.
Which stabby stab are we going for? Top or bottom?
I'm gonna go for... Which one hurt me more?
The bottom. Definitely
This
the
one's
bottom.
personal. I'm going for the bottom one.
Stabby stab the snake.
Okay, let me roll to hit.
You barely stabby stab the snake. Go ahead and roll damage.
Damn.
10 points of piercing. As you run your finger across the rapier to create that echoing song noise ringing out into the air, and with swift speed stab right through the snake, and you pull back and you see a little trickle of blood just coming out of it. That hurt a pretty good chunk amount. And I'm pretty sure that's all you got except for movement. If you want to move.
Yeah, no, I'm not risking that.
Dalmar.
You're muted.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's fine. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Sure.
When you saw Dalmar throw daggers at the snake in the tree, he didn't throw anything. But you swear you saw a ripple in space in his hand for a moment as he threw it.
And I'm just gonna throw a dagger on, I guess, the one straight ahead of me. Why not?
Okay.
Again,
Both
primary and secondary.
Yep. Both hit. First one's the sneak attack.
I have a feeling
Ow!
when you're going down, you can
Damn.
Look at this.
22 points of damage.
Yeah.
Oh, damn.
First dagger launches at it, and you see it hit right close to the neck of it. The whole thing's a fucking neck. And the second one hits him farther down the body, and it does not look good. And you guys watch as that ripple in space, well, it visibly hurts the snake. There's no actual wound where blood comes out. As it just seems like its body is just having a hard time moving. Darren.
Darren's gonna like vault over the seat on the cart. He's gonna jump this way and then bring down his rapier on the body of the snake as he falls.
Okay, attack of opportunity from the first one.
Waiting for that nat 20.
That's gonna miss the 11.
Neat. And he is going to attack with his rapier, alight with necrotic energy, which is to illustrate that it's my hex weapon now. It wasn't before for some reason.
Oh, you didn't have an equipment. As you run
Your
across
group's
the
name,
cart.
Unequipped Fighters.
What?
You don't know that.
Captain?
As far as anyone knows, I'm doing a cool thing that no one's seen before. And not just forgetting how my abilities work.
Oh.
Speak for yourselves. Speak for yourselves.
Well, you're not. Oh, I was gonna say you're not the fighter. That's right. You're the fucking monk. You are the fighter.
I am a fighter.
Dalmar's all equipped. He's got like 4 swords he doesn't even need.
And I'm the one who actually has their shit equipped. It seems.
Apparently. Well, actually, no. Darren had his shit. Oh no, that's right. He didn't have time.
No, he didn't.
Never mind. Never mind. Yeah.
Hey, it wasn't like I was like attacking at a -2.
Yeah.
Kind of
Yeah.
dexterity. It's like one more.
Using that moment, you just run back from the cart, the snake missing you altogether. Leap over the edge, and as you come down, you stab through the snake, leaving it lifeless as you pull your blade out of it.
Thank you for that.
No problem.
Yeah, bonus action if you want it.
As a bonus action, I will curse the snake next to me.
Sibo. If I remember correctly, he did this for a reason. Let me double check this if this works. I'm pretty sure this is why he did this. Da-da-da-da. Oh, they changed the wording on this spell. I know for a fact they did. Oh well, it still works. Oh wait, no, they changed the wording on the spell. Oh shit.
What happened?
They made it so a booming blade. The target now has to willingly move, so forced movement doesn't hurt it anymore.
That always was the case, right?
No,
It was the
in
same
Swords
as-
Coast it used to just be if they move 5 feet. Not willingly. Now it's willingly. So the strategy used to be booming blade them, have a teammate pull them with lightning lure, or shove them away. But now that it says willingly, that doesn't work anymore.
I don't think that was ever supposed to work that way.
It wasn't, but that's why they had
SK's
to change the wording.
broken and dumb. So.
Exactly. So that's why they changed the wording.
I don't think Siva was relying on that.
No, he wasn't. What he was relying on is that he could punch the snake and use booming blade. The problem is,
You need a blade.
no,
Nope.
actually, believe it or not, you don't.
Can't he just punch with his gauntlets? Since surely his gauntlets have.
Yes,
value?
but it has to be a melee weapon worth at least a silver piece.
You tell me his Iron Man gauntlets aren't?
That's what I'm trying to. I'm trying to make sure that's like the
I mean,
armor
I
is
guess
constituted
it'd be the
anything
equivalent of
else.
something to steel plate gauntlets.
Plus, I'm pretty sure that restriction is only so people aren't using it on twigs and shit. I think it should be like anything that's deemed like an acceptable conduit of energy can be used.
As a weapon used in spells.
That's my thinking.
Melee weapon.
I'm just trying to make. I'm trying to make sure I read this right for the artificer, because that would mean that he's. Depending on the wording of how his artificer armor works, it might not constitute a weapon. Because fists are not a weapon. You can make weapon attacks with them, but they are not a weapon. Which is why you can't punch someone to enact booming blade.
Now, I know
You
it was
could
an
punch
older.
someone with a very nice glove to enact booming blade.
I know
Now,
it was in older
question.
editions, but it's not in 5th edition.
Question.
There.
Does Sibo have a weapon on him?
He does.
Yeah.
I know for a fact he does.
Wouldn't
think-
that count?
No,
He
never
has
mind.
the
No, he
weapon.
doesn't, because he put it in the bag of holding. He put the dagger in the bag of holding.
He should be able to use it, man. It's
Just let him use it, dude.
It's got magic gauntlets.
So,
If
as I was saying,
you're telling
in,
me he can't like sonic punch someone with his armor, what's the point of even living?
in older
Because
editions,
it has its own. It has its own sonic punch.
you could put a spike on your gauntlet to have it count as a weapon. It acted like
Very much
having a
could.
built-in dagger.
Well, why can't if Sibo's like a magical artificer and that was like the rule of the spell in the universe, wouldn't he do that?
Well, he doesn't have any materials to do that with.
Yeah.
But obviously the armor is different than like basic bitch plate mail if it's.
That's what I'm
iron
trying to
and
look
stuff.
up. I'm trying to make sure, like, can I define
You're the
this
DM.
thing
You
as
can
a
rule
weapon?
whatever you want.
I'm
Just
trying to
one.
make it so that I can make this make sense, or else I'm just fucking with the universe, and I would love to do so.
Yeah.
I mean, magic gauntlet should be able to use magic cantrip. That's what I think.
I would agree
Well.
with that.
But it's always up to the DM. So.
Yeah, that's the problem there.
Yeah.
Also, FYI, that means I can use it against you if I ever get a artificer against you.
Well, if any Iron Man
Yes.
comes up and sonic punches me, I'll be happy to accept that as part of the military of the world.
Special weapon. There we go. That's the wording I was looking for. That is the wording I was looking for. So you can do his little combo.
Neat.
There we go. Yeah. There are some DMs who stick by the books as much as possible.
Yeah. Like,
I'm one
I
of
don't
them
want to
too.
break the universe that badly. Pocket sand is fucking funny as shit, but it doesn't
Yes.
break anything.
I'd say that's probably a bigger breach of the rules than Sonic Punch, but
No, because Sonic Punch lets him deal extra damage once he reaches level 5.
Yeah.
Versus Pocket Sand is literally, I just blind you for a turn.
the
Yeah.
Pocket Sand is creating a combat effect from a.
With like a DC 12 probably
Yeah.
dexterity
Yeah.
check or con.
I think I set it to DC 14. But
Yeah.
So it's not the hardest thing in the world to get, but you still got to get a decent roll.
Yeah.
Enough meta talk. Does he Sonic Punch the snake?
He's going to Sonic Punch the snake.
Neat.
Falcon punch.
Pretty much. He winds back his fist, and you guys have none of you have ever seen before as electricity starts to charge up in the fist itself. And Darren, you're kind of like, oh, he's gonna shoot a ranged attack this close before he literally just goes up and donkey punches you in the fucking face.
You,
You really want
Jeez,
those
no.
snake skins, huh?
you hear from the tree. Ooh, that's cheating.
At least
Beefy
Sibo
hit.
fists something.
For a beefy hit of 12 points. I think you can also do a D6. Let me check this. God, I have not looked at Artificers enough.
God damn it, Josh.
I had to remind myself after looking over this character sheet of what his charisma score was. So I'm like, yeah, he would be just blatantly inappropriate thing whenever it came to mind.
Yes, I love that.
Considering his charisma is a 5,
Oh my god.
Uh-huh.
I have a negative
This
3 to
party-
charisma.
I think Darren is the only one in this party that has charisma.
Yeah.
I have 11.
Vollmer has a little bit. Vollmer has a
My
little bit.
charisma isn't bad. I have a +1.
Yeah.
It's not terrible.
To say that Darren and Vollmer are the charismatic members of this party.
Okay, to be fair, Wilmer hasn't been that bad so far.
Okay,
No, I'm
No.
just saying.
charismatic. He's not like super nice, but he is charismatic.
After an electrified donkey punch to the face with an electrical gauntlet, Sivo kind of just like looks back and just goes like, "I'm only shocking it. I'm not burning it." Corveus.
Technically,
Good.
thunder damage is sonic.
Good,
Fun
good,
fact.
good. Yeah. I'm just gonna, after seeing that and not wanting to be shown up, I'm gonna punch this thing twice.
Go for it. Advantage
Your
on
punch
both
might
of
be
them.
better, but I can do it 2 times in 6 seconds.
So that's first.
Anything you can do, I can
Second.
do better. Apparently, I'm not better than you.
Nope.
So at least the first one hits.
Yep.
Well,
7
if he gets
points.
a 5, he makes even damage.
Here's the best part. As
One.
you go for that first hit, so actually even better, your second attack doesn't go through
Oh, okay. So first.
because as you go for the very first hit, it lunges at you, and with one swift uppercut to the face, you watch as the wrapped up body just kind of swings off of the tree and falls to the ground, completely dead.
Perfect. Then I'm gonna just
I'm waiting for the quote from Dalmer.
yeah, run over to this one here. Oh no, I'll get an attack of opportunity. Yeah, and I'll take.
You
Second
wanna
attack,
get one?
yeah. No advantage on this one. Unfortunately.
You're
Was
just
it-
controlling everyone telepathically right now, Dalmer.
I'll allow the reroll on this attack. This is a totally new target.
Okay, okay.
What was that?
Oh, if you meant to whisper that to me, do not whisper.
No, I think.
Okay,
No,
No, I think
I
he just said that out
intended
loud.
to share that one with the class.
okay.
And I'm also remembering that you two are streaming, so I'm trying not to get you in trouble with your streams.
I'm pretty sure you can make
Well, I'm
jokes
pretty
like
sure you
Nope.
can say that. I'm pretty sure you can say it.
Yeah, you could say shit like that.
Yeah. Again,
Okay.
Twitch has no idea what it fucking does and doesn't want on the platform.
Exactly.
Yeah. So
that.
essentially,
D&D stream.
Yeah, they're like, oh, we don't want Twitch thoughts on there. Well, there's literally Twitch thoughts right there. Oh, they make us a lot of money, so they're fine.
right.
Whatever, Shadow Man punch snake.
Yeah, Shadow Man go and you punch Snake in the spine. Snake no look good, blood be dribbling.
Is Corveus
Shadow
about to get
punch.
flanked by snakes?
Have I what?
About to be flanked by snakes.
Snakes are not that smart. First off, hiss Sibo. Let's see. That's not gonna hiss. Hiss Vollmer. Not gonna hiss. And hiss Corveus. Nat 20 hiss.
Fuck you!
The best part is it rolled behind the initiative tracker for me, so I didn't know what it landed on until it popped up on the chat for me.
Oh, that's so dumb.
That is a solid 22 points. Critical
Holy
hit.
shit!
You didn't anticipate this snake behind you to go for the neck, but when it latches on the back of your neck, that sunk in deep. As you wrench it off for you and it pulls back off, your neck is bleeding rather badly.
Corvette!
That was a really good hiss.
You just growl from him.
Homer.
So Volmer, seeing this going down, is gonna bonus attack. He's gonna run towards that snake. The bottom one. And he's going to bonus action cast Green Flame Blade.
Okay.
So I'm going to cast that on my sword. So
It just goes off. You make a normal attack roll, yeah.
yeah, and then I'm gonna make my rapier attack roll. I'm assuming that hits.
That does hit.
That's 8 plus.
8 plus 4, so 12 on that one.
Let me double check to make sure that spell doesn't have any more effects.
Within 5 feet of the creature that you hit, so unfortunately not.
Okay.
Oh wait, you don't do fire at this level. You do that at 5th level.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. At 1 through 4, it's only fire damage on the one that the fire leaps to. Then at 5th level is when you get the bonus damage.
Yep.
I gotta remember those spells do that.
I just realized I put myself in a bad position to help him.
Well, at the very least, these snakes don't seem like they're smart, so they don't know pincers.
You also left the
that
snake
is-
that was almost dead to attack a nearly full health one.
Yeah.
To be fair, I trust Darren can finish it.
Finish it.
At least somebody does.
So you have bonus action and more movement if you want it.
I use bonus action for Green Flame Blade, and if
That is part of your action, believe it or not.
What?
Yep.
Yeah.
Booming Blade and Green Flame Blade are part of your attack.
I didn't know that.
You
Okay.
don't make the attack action, you booming blade or
Well,
green
no,
flame
you do
blade.
make the attack action, but you also cast a spell at the exact same time. Because
Well,
it literally says
It's a
as
very
part of your
interesting-
melee attack. Like,
It's
oh,
I think it's actually unique in terms of action economy.
it is
because it's
extremely.
a spell that takes your attack action instead of anything else.
Yeah.
Paladins have the same thing. Booming Smite. Rangers have
Yeah.
the same thing with their Thunderous Arrow, whatever. Or Lightning Arrow.
I did not know that.
Yeah,
Okay.
so if you have a bonus action spell you want to use, you can do
I
that.
don't have any bonus action spells. I need to get one next time I level up.
Do you want to move? You can move 5 feet away.
And get an attack of opportunity? No, thank you. I'm not getting hissed.
Oh, please. It's only going to be 2 attack of opportunities. Dalmar.
Yeah, we're gonna go back over here. And
Hiss. Aha.
and fling shit at the one on Sibo.
7 points of piercing, because I got an 18.
Wait, can't he bonus action disengage?
You also attack twice.
Yeah, he can either bonus action disengage or bonus action attack twice. That's his choice. Which one do you want to do?
I'll disengage if I'm getting attacked.
Okay, attack of opportunity.
If you actually stay there, I can kill the snake real easily. I mean, that's your call.
Do what you do.
It's Dalmar's call, yeah. It's Dalmar's call. Disengage or no disengage?
So wait, where am I getting attacked from? Is there another one in the tree, or?
Attack of opportunity.
From the snake you just ran away from.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you were right next to this one here.
You're literally
Oh.
right there. So you move away, it's
Right.
going to get attack of opportunity on you.
No, fuck it. I'll just stay there.
I'm pretty sure if you move down 5 feet, you get
If you
advantage.
move down 5 feet, you can flank.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah.
There you go. Advantage on 9 attacks.
And then where's
Go for
the
that nat 20.
offhand one?
Well, go ahead and roll that again. See if you get the nat 20.
Oh yeah.
Nah, still hits. What just touched? There you go. Both hit. First one's a sneak attack. Okay, so here's the good news. You don't even need the second hit.
Okay.
First hit is more than enough as you stick your dagger right into the body, and as you rear back for the second hit, you watch the body just go limp. Like, okay.
Can I apply that attack to the one south of Volmer?
You need to roll again
Probably.
because it's not an advantage.
Yeah.
But yes.
Mm.
Fucking okay. All right. 4 points.
I
of
think
damage.
that hits.
You instead of bringing it down on that one, you chuck it off to the side towards the one underneath Walmer. It's a nice little bit of damage. You got more moving if you want it.
No, I have good line of sight to both snakes.
Darren.
Darren will take a step under the tree.
Yep.
And then he'll poke at the snake from below.
Go poke with advantage. I was gonna say something about the rapier, but I think that would get me in trouble with Twitch.
Probably.
Yeah, best
There's
not.
my 3 rolls.
Yep.
And 11 damage.
Yeah, I was gonna say it this way at least. Stabbing it from behind. Giving that snake a good run through before his body just convulses and quivers out to die.
And as it does, its life force flows back through the rapier, and I'm healed 8 points.
Just a good old surprise poke in the behind.
Just the choice of words, quiver. And...
Yeah, that's why I. It wouldn't be that bad if it wasn't for it being a rapier, because obvious reasons.
Mm-hmm.
It was a short sword?
Just got it. You just got it.
No, I've been getting it. I've been getting
Yep,
it.
yep.
Yeah, that's why we're not saying it, but it's there.
Yeah, I
Nope.
see why.
Yep.
Is that all you're gonna do, Darren?
Yep.
All right. Zemo. Donkey punch. And
Everyone's just dumping this one snake now.
booming blade in case it moves.
One got poked in the back, the other one's gonna get fisted here soon, so there's that.
Unfortunately, no donkey punch to the face though.
Oh.
And I don't think he's got any bonus action spells either. Yeah, he's got nothing for bonus actions. That's all he's got. Corvus. His hits that beat you bad.
Yeah. So I'm gonna look to Volmer. Put my hand on his shoulder. Good luck. I'm gonna disengage. Like, he has the most serious look on his face when he grabs you by the shoulder. Just good luck.
Vollmer.
Hey, at least his
Good luck.
claw game is strong.
Thanks.
And yeah,
I'll be right back.
that's my action.
Dude just fucking runs.
Yeah. My life's more important than yours.
Vollmer, you hit it. Zebo, he missed. His Vollmer. Volmir! It's not a nat 20, but it's 11 points of piercing damage.
Oh.
You have your reaction. You
Oh
have
yeah,
your...
you do have your shield
If
reaction.
I reaction shield, can I block it?
You can.
Okay, I'm reaction shielding.
You just barely blocked it, by the way.
You got a freaking 24?
I got a 23.
You got a...
It just barely blocked it. As it launches right for your face, you're like, oh, shield! And you see it rebound off in that moment. It's like, oh. That's all Mr. Snake's things got. Volmer!
So I'm going to move around the snake to there. And I'm gonna green flame blade again.
Stab
So-
the snake.
And stab the snake. So boop, and then...
Yeah, by the way, Green Flame Blade, for right now until you reach level 5, is not really useful unless there's two enemies right next to each other, because it leads to another enemy. That's where the fire damage comes.
And then I'm
That's
assuming
not true.
18.
It looks cool.
Yeah, that's true. The blade is just covered in green flame. 9.
Plus, like, bonus damage is bonus damage.
Well, bonus damage on the target you hit doesn't come until level 5.
Wait, really?
Yes. The way Green Flame Blade works is you hit one creature, then you pick another one within 5 feet of the creature itself, and the fire jumps to that monster, or that creature. Until level 5, you don't get a bonus to your attack.
I completely misunderstood how that spell works. Wait, don't I have to roll? Wait, don't I roll with advantage?
Yes, you do.
My bad.
So see if you get to
Forgot how
that 20.
works.
Hey, that's 20.
Roll that damage. we say it. It's in the script, guys. It's in the script.
Always roll the second time.
Oh, I mean, yeah, that's literally the reason why. You're not happy with literally being told that you're just good luck on this, mate, and you're like, oh, for fuck's sake, and you just right through the head.
I always believed in you, Volmer.
You talk all this shit, and then you run away the second you're in danger.
You pull the blade out of it.
Hey, you guys see that? Volmer had some pretty good penetration on that one.
As with each of the snakes falling, most of them relatively undamaged for the most part when it comes to their actual skins.
Mm-hmm.
As the combat comes to a close. Time beating.
So, anyone know how to skin these things?
Well, I helped Ashana last time, but she did most of the work.
You mean you don't know how to skin things, wild man?
I didn't say that, did I?
I assume it's just cutting the skin off? Like cutting it in half? I don't know.
Well, the thing is you also get, like, chunks of flesh and stuff that, like, gets really sticky and rotten on the skin, and people don't really like that.
This isn't my area of expertise. I've studied in a wizard college most of my life.
But yeah, he has a good point. Have you skinned people before, wild man?
People? No. Animals? Yes.
You think you could do it to these?
You want to help me?
Oh, sure, yeah.
Alright.
You gotta make your medicine check with advantage.
I say medicine or survival, but they're both the same. Fuck me.
You're more used to hacking up an animal for food rather than skinning them for food. Especially since a lot of times the flesh is nice and juicy and makes it very crinkly. So, as you go to start to do this unfamiliar skinning of an animal, there's notable pieces of flesh hanging on to there. It's not the worst job in the world, especially when Sibo tries to help you, but you get the idea he doesn't know any more than you do.
Dumb question.
Mhm.
Prestidigitation allows you to clean or soil objects. Can I use that to clean up the skins a bit and like remove some of the bits of flesh and stuff?
Technically not, because those are genuine chunks. You know what, actually?
Those
To
are
clear the blood.
It's non-living material.
Yeah, I was gonna say that what technically classifies as an object. Go ahead and make go make an intelligence check.
Okay.
Yeah, go just make an intelligence. You can manage it. It's gonna take a lot of casters, though. Basically, like, okay, I'm gonna concentrate on that bit of meat, get rid of it. Concentrate on that bit of meat, get rid of it. Trying your best to, like, differentiate between flesh and skin.
Well, how far do we have until we're at civilization?
A long ass time.
It's pretty far.
Yeah, I can just do that in the cart while we're moving.
Alright,
Oh,
let's load them
okay.
up and head out.
Isn't it getting dark?
I can use some magic to probably.
It is
clean
getting
these up
dark.
a bit.
We should probably make camp.
Well, we got time. We got a lot of time.
It's getting a little bit
Also-
late.
He also kind of looks over you and Corvallis and Volmer and kind of is like, you guys also look like you might need some bandages. Here, and he like pats Corveus, gives you a quick cure wounds. Okay, that's all he's got. Okay. Cure wounds. 10 points for Corveus.
Thank you, Siva.
Then he's gonna give you a light pat on the chest. He has to reach up a little bit, pat you on the chest for Volmer.
I just imagine I'm giving him like a high five.
Darren's gonna just like really quickly put some like swatches of Band-Aid on like Volmer's puncture wounds.
Thank you.
Band-Aid? What's a Band-Aid?
I said I meant to say bandage, but unfortunately modern culture has corrupted my vernacular.
He's a time traveler. As you guys skin these snakes with some effort, and Volmer taking quite a bit of time to clean them up. You guys want to stop for the day to make camp, take a long rest, and to give Volmer time to clean up all those little chunks of snake meat.
And can you like take 20 in 5th edition?
No.
What do you mean? I'm gonna guess no, since he knows what it is.
So in
I mean,
3rd edition,
the
you could take
concept is
10.
basically, so an ability check is to do something in a moment. Taking 20 on that would be like to spend an extended amount of time doing something very precisely.
Yeah. So take 10 is like you choose essentially set your skill check die as 10 by taking an extended amount of time. Then take 20 is like you take an hour and you essentially roll the 20.
Interesting. Yeah, unfortunately not a 5e mechanic. Maybe in 5.5. Maybe. We have no idea.
I doubt they'd blow the rules like that.
I don't know. We have no idea.
It was pretty great in 3.5.
I mean, also, that's also the thing. Bleeding isn't in 5e. Which is really dumb.
I'm
I think
thankful
if you're someone who's proficient in something and you're doing it over a period of time, I don't think you should have to roll for that. I think of doing rolls as like if there's a consequence to failure, you should be rolling.
Yeah. Well, I was just thinking I'd slowly plan and figure out the best way to skin these snakes and just take my time with it. Since I'm not proficient in survival, I'm not a ranger. I figured I'd just take it slow and figure it out.
Yeah.
But that didn't work, so there's the roll.
Yeah.
It worked out well.
That's the gamble. But in either case, you guys settle down for a good distance off, even as Sibo and Darren will be able to tell you you're not too far off the edge of the forest, but at the very least, you've still got some distance left to cover. As you guys all take a long rest, an uneventful night comes through. Volmer, you transfer 4 hours. The last 4 hours, I imagine, are cleaning up snake chunks.
Yeah.
Before going ahead and fixing up your HPs. Clean up the map.
Pretty good haul for just grabbing them on the way back.
Yep.
Oh, man.
What does Pot of Greed do?
Oh, that fucking video, man. I summon Pot of Greed, and I use it to draw Pot of Greed, and it allows me to summon Pot of Greed.
Oh my
No
god.
one is talking, so I figured I'd ask.
Because some low-key whispers be going on.
Yeah.
Okay.
Some fun stuff.
As the morning comes to and you all find yourself very nice and relaxed. Volmer finishing up his wash as well as finishing cleaning up the chunks of meat off the snakeskin. As each of you get back in the carts and continue to make way. Darren, go ahead and make me another animal handling check.
Uh-oh.
There we go. That scared me. Also, I see that number.
Oh no.
On the road
This
again?
morning, the horses don't seem that willing to go along. Something either has them spooked, or maybe they just don't want to listen to Darren today. But travel today is slow, monotonous, and a hassle. Several times they try to stop and eat a little bit of grass. They try to go in different directions. Darren trying to get them to listen, do something. Eventually, it takes the rest of the day. And especially when Darren and Sibo both tell you guys about the lizard folk that probably should be avoided. Probably like, hey, let's go the west a little bit, like a little bit. Darren, you know how far to go, like
I
really
mean, couldn't
really
we
far.
skin them and sell those for regions? Why not?
Well, the thing is the other people, the Delana armor lady, as you call her, piss them off like a lot, a lot. And they have this really, really big dude that I'm pretty sure could crush us with his hands. Even my armor.
We could probably take him on now with all of us, but I wouldn't really want to
Let's
get
avoid
involved with
getting
that.
into another fight before we head back to civilization. Maybe another day.
One near-death experience is enough for me for a bit.
After all, if they cause problems and we're just adventurers for hire, couldn't we profit off that?
Yeah, but
Yes.
I'd rather not go up against like 40 lizard people that almost killed us last time.
That's fair.
I mean, Darren ran away from them, so I don't think he really saw the number.
Oh, did he?
Such a brave and noble member of our party.
I'm just
Literally, the
gonna-
moment you said that, a bottle fell off of my desk. Just like Darren fell.
But Darren knows about the big guy. I'm pretty sure he was caught by the big guy.
Yeah, they waylaid me and a few others about 3 weeks ago now.
Ah, the bravery of the drow.
Damn.
I don't think any of you have room to grandstand on such matters.
I mean, I've never run
You
away.
did run from a few schools.
See what is coming in. I've never run away.
I'll put my arm
But
on
you ran
around.
too.
I mean, you
When
did.
I-
You literally did 2 days ago. But okay.
Yeah, didn't your
Oh.
buddy have to call you back? Wasn't that running away?
No, I was gonna go set up a trap, but the hallway was really, really long.
Whatever, Siva.
Uh
I
huh.
was just kidding.
It's okay, Sibo. I believe you.
Thanks.
Anyway, does anyone else want to try their hand at these damn horses?
Nah, you're doing fine.
I could give it a shot.
Well, go ahead.
Hey, roll animal handling.
Animal handling. So, they do seem to be just a tad calmer. Still not the greatest progress in the world, but at least with a bit more of a gentle, educated hand, they seem to be at least more responsive in comparison to someone a bit more rash in some cases. But
That's what they're used to.
kinda, yeah. Doesn't mean they like it.
Yeah.
As day comes to an end, making it a short distance past the wildlands, down the river. with you guys more safely into territorial land where the dangers and wilds no longer encompass the area, the jungle now far gone to that rugged, rough, stony terrain that most of you know Boris Land to be about. The next 6 days, you make your way down south through this rugged terrain. I need someone to roll a D100 for me, except for Darren, because you rolled a random one before.
I want to do this one.
Okay, Corvus.
Let's roll 1d100. 45. I love D100 rolls.
45. Okay. Okay. It's pretty early. As you guys are making your way through the Naraxigian Empire, it's around the end of the 4th day where the sun is starting to crest over the horizon, glimmering orange skies, before each of you just notice for a good moment the world goes black and then comes back to light as a massive shadow just flies over you all.
Look up.
Make a perception check for me.
I'm gonna. Do the horses freak out?
They do not.
I'm gonna look up too then. You're like, take a quick glance up and then continue trying to keep them on the path.
Go ahead and make a perception check. You're busy with the horses. Got to concentrate on the horses. They're already kind of being rowdy enough as it is. You kind of like, oh, okay, keep my eyes out. Nope, got to keep focus. And Darren, as you kind of glance
Perception?
up, huh?
Can I roll perception?
Go for it. Darren, in the meantime, well, it isn't too hard since thankfully it is sunset. That shining sun in the eyes is still a bit too annoying for you at this moment. Dalmar and Corveus, as you look up to the sky, Dalmar, you notice a figure just flying through the clouds. Pretty far off. You can't really get a good judgment of the size. Meanwhile, Corveus, as you really bead in and focus in the distance, you notice the shape of a wing, the shape of 2 large talon-like feet, and it vanishes into the cloud cover. But you could have sworn, for the last second, it started to turn before it vanished into the clouds.
Darren's just gonna be like looking around, wondering what the hell just happened.
Huh. With how far away it was, could I get a general idea of like its size, especially since it made it all dark around us?
With a 21, and judging from how quick that shadow lasted, has to be at least a 20-foot wingspan.
Did anyone get a good view of that thing, or like, should I speed up the horses?
Yes, please.
Oh, I thought I just blinked.
A little bit quicker.
Let's get out of here.
Does anyone know what a winged creature with claws and about a 20-foot wingspan might be?
Can I
Isn't
roll
that
intelligence?
Here, let's put it this way: you get 3 guesses as what it could be.
A bird.
Another bird.
My first guess would be a griffin.
So a partial bird.
We're looking at a rock or worse.
So I got a joke.
Go out of here.
How does the dragon blow out a candle? Just curious if anyone could answer that one for me. That'd be great.
I'm curious. You got my curiosity.
I'm actually curious about this too.
They had no punchline. Like that was the punchline. Just like the joke is just the thing.
Oh. It's like an anti-joke kind of thing.
Yes.
Kind of. I am not a bard. It was just a random thought.
Anyway,
Not a
I'm
5
gonna
charisma,
skip
guys.
forward.
5
I'm
charisma.
not a bard. It's a justifiable answer, and I love it. But if you want to
Again,
speed up the
I
horses,
stole that
go ahead and make
from-
another animal handling check to try and see if you can speed these guys up. Okay.
So does anyone know what that is? We have
So,
one for
Persuasion.
Griffin.
I guess.
As I look behind us, is there any giant sky beast bearing down on us?
Make another perception check for me.
Oh, I'll be scanning the skies too at this point in time.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to get us out of here faster.
Darren.
Oh, fuck.
Unfortunately, the sunsetting sun. Yeah, that's totally how you say that. The setting sun. That's just annoying your eyes. And Corbeus, unfortunately for you as well, that gleaming sunlight just doesn't let you get a good enough bead on the sky and a lot of angles, and it forces you to kind of like tunnel vision yourself.
It appears that our spider ancestry is asserting itself.
Oh my god.
Okay, this sunset is blinding you guys. All right, all right.
So with my first one, it curved off. Was it curving off west or east?
East.
Okay. So, again, I ask, does anyone know what the hell that might be?
I still think it's a griffin.
We're looking at a.
20-foot wingspan?
I mean, it could be any manner of thing, but
Can I
all
roll
the things that it could be
intelligence?
are awful. So it's
20
kind of
foot
up to
wingspan?
you.
Either intelligence or nature for me.
Just to see
Probably
if I would
has
have
scales.
read about any animal who would.
It might be bad at blowing out candles. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying, bud.
There are a good chunk of creatures that reach that kind of size, but the more notable ones, you're thinking about the environment, you're thinking about the place. Can't be a dragon. People would be all about saying, hey, there's a dragon around here, don't fucking go here. Definitely not a dragon. It most than likely isn't a drake of some kind, because once again, they would normally go, hey, there's a drake out there, don't mess with it. The best you can puzzle is a large predatory bird that you have never seen yourself, but you've read on. But it normally has a bigger wingspan than that. But
I've read about weapons that are used against it, probably, which led to me reading about it a bit.
yeah. So you just remember that maybe it's a baby or a child of a large predatory bird that you remember, but you never really focused on it since your main intrigue was always the weapons.
Yeah.
It was never the animal itself.
So, good news. It's probably a baby.
Okay.
Oh, joyous.
Bad news, it's probably a predator.
Bad news is probably a baby.
Well, it's simple. Just don't look like prey.
Dolmar's been saying dragon. But I have any idea what a dragon is.
Also,
I mean,
just
yeah, sounds
I
good.
was gonna say
dragons are
know-
probably pretty fucking iconic animals.
Yeah.
If you
So
live in a world with one.
the idea of knowing what a dragon is, very basic, very simple.
Okay.
What knowledge you have over them, nothing. It's like
Okay.
everybody knows to fear the dragons. Everybody knows dragons are super powerful, but no one knows the details of dragons unless they actually look into them.
Okay. I
Like,
thought you
there's a
said that
difference
they
between
were
knowing
pretty
that dragons
rare,
are a
though.
thing and knowing that dragons have a magical reactor in their chest that makes them breathe fire.
Yeah. I'm just getting at that. I think you mentioned they're kind of rare in your world.
Yes,
That's why.
they are.
That's why I asked if he knew.
That's why
Yeah,
again, like
good news.
everybody knows the legends of like, oh, if a dragon shows up, your kingdom's fucked.
Yeah.
It shows up and you're fucked. But beyond that, like no one really knows like, oh, it has this type of breath weapon or its claws or this tough or anything like that. It just goes like, if you see a dragon, fucking run.
Okay. Just trying to get my basis for my knowledge.
More good news, it's not a dragon.
Okay.
Also, did I manage to speed the carriage up?
Yes. Not
Okay.
much, but yes. At least enough to be like, hey, go. and they start to kind of trot along towards more of a gallop-esque idea. As you guys are pushing forward, about 2 or 3 minutes later, you see the shadow once again.
Is it like over us?
Oh fuck.
It seemed bigger, because the shadow lasted for just a little bit longer.
Can we roll perception again?
If you want to.
Immediately pass without trace on all of us.
Okay.
Going stealth.
Volmer, this time where the shadow occurs, you lock onto it in that moment that you see the shadow fly over. And you stare as you focus onto it, and you see it. It's curving around, and it's below the cloud level this time. And it's making a curve right back towards you guys. As cast passes out a trace. And you guys all see the shadows behind you from the sunset almost darken and partially envelop you guys. As you look at your own arms, you see just a layer of shadow above you, making it that much harder to spot you for quite a bit.
Yep. Off the cart.
Are you telling people off the cart, or are you just hopping off?
I'm saying it and hopping off.
So you
Don't
just
get
hear
off the cart. I
Corveus.
feel like that's a bad move. We need to stay moving. If we can get out of it, if we can get out of here at night, stop chasing us.
Wait, first off, I gotta. How covered is this area?
Not at all.
Not at all.
Not at
So
all.
we're pretty much just riding down the open. Any
Yep.
trees around?
Yep.
There are
And
trees like to the
rocky
sides of us and
plain.
stuff. Okay.
Yeah, and this is rugged, rough terrain. The amount of plant life in this terrain here is almost none. You've got like weeds growing every like 20 feet or so, but beyond that, it's nothing.
We are
There's-
in prime aerial fuckery zone.
Yeah.
Literally.
And there's
Almost
no
under a
trees
rock.
anywhere nearby.
Nope.
Okay, never mind then.
So sticking to the carts.
How fast is the cart moving?
I would say roughly horse speed 50. You're trotting along 90 feet.
90 feet around?
Yep.
Okay. I'm gonna hop out and walk to the front and keep time with the horses and try to urge them along faster.
Go ahead and make an animal handling check.
Man can actually walk at 90 feet per second.
Per round, yeah.
He can, yeah. He's running at 90 feet a second, but yeah, he's hauling. He's hauling ass. And as you kind of like rush your way up towards the horses, kind of like giving them some pats on the side and trying to be like, get moving, get moving, get moving. And they slowly, you can hear the trot begin to form to a gallop. And as they start to outpace you, and they start to push at upwards of the 120-foot mark, you get to leap yourself back onto the cart. A good opportunity. Unless you have other plans. I can see that look on your face that says, hang on a second.
Yeah, no. It'll be too noticeable. I'll do that. Okay. Hop back on the cart. Keep my eye on the sky.
As you're following that figure, and it starts making its way towards you guys, there's a genuine moment where you feel like it's just gonna fly over. It's just gonna fly over. But with the nat 20, it's making its way right for you guys. But it seems to be offsetting itself to get the very front of the cart.
At this
It's
point,
after
I'm going
horses.
to cast mirror image.
On yourself?
Yep.
Okay. But Volmer, with your nat 20, you know for a fact that thing is going for the horses.
Is that going to check something?
How far away is it?
With Volmer's view, at that distance, it's about 300 feet. So you got some time, but it's approaching fucking fast.
Okay, I'm assuming no one has complaints if I attack this thing.
Well, as you say that,
well.
literally as you say that, you watch Corveus with his hand call upon that orb of darkness in himself. It envelops all of you.
I
You
can't
guys are
see
not-
where we're going.
Nope.
Nope.
And neither can the horses. And you even hear panic. You hear panicking neighs from the horses, but they do not stop. They are still hauling ass.
Yep, they might run faster now.
Yeah.
Are we like on the side of a
Knock
cliff?
that off!
I'm gonna take the reins afterwards.
Okay.
I'm gonna offer them to him because I can't see, and I'm gonna like try to like stumble. Into the
You
back
hear
of
the
the
like
cliff.
shift of wood, and you hear someone plop their ass right next to you. And Corvais kind of like just takes the reins from you, and you just like let them go.
Mhm.
As
I'm gonna
in
move
that
back.
moment, you hear just a loud just screech in the distance. And Vomer no longer having sight on that fucker. You guys have no idea how close it is. If anybody wants to do anything, you need to do it now.
Okay.
I'm checking. Can't seem to find it. So my my class ability to telepathically communicate,
Yes.
I can't find its description on my character sheet at the moment.
Feature trait, racial trait.
So
I
I
don't
do
know
want
if
to.
you have a racial thing there, and then there's the class feature. You can just go to class feature, and it's Which one is it? Which one is it? Sonic power.
So, would I have seen the angle it was flying at enough to be able to like kind of guess where I would put a chromatic orb to have it fly into it?
Psychic whispers.
Chromatic orb, I think, requires sight.
That's...
Yeah.
So I do want to do.
That's the issue. With
I do
dark
want to do a
It
point of
does.
clarification real
Can you
quick.
stop using dark?
I want to do a point of clarification real quick because I had sent in chat before that I had a way I was going to do this moving forward. So I can cast it on myself. Okay. Can I cast it specifically on my head?
Let me see this. I might give it a go if it doesn't really specify it. That's fun.
Can I cloud of daggers?
Where the heck are you? That's gotta be spell features.
Right there. I
Or
put it in chat.
Well, that's the spell one, but I'm trying to check your. I don't know if your class says it any differently.
No.
Key points. Yeah, you just cast spell.
Yep.
Technically, yeah, it is a point you choose.
Okay.
Yeah, if you choose the top of your head, you could, by all reasonings, pick the top of your head.
So with that, having my hood down, top of my head, can I put my hood up to cancel out the darkness? Because I'm covering it.
You'd have to hold your hood down because or else the little flap right there would be open. But yeah, you kind of like have to go like that.
Yeah.
But yeah.
It just that would be kind of an object interaction, yeah.
Yeah.
This is my thing. Is I initially cast that, everyone starts bitching, put my hood up. The moment they stop bitching, my hood goes back down.
So, as they bitch and you put your hood up and you cancel the darkness, you see a gargantuan bird flying its way towards you with almost rainbow-esque feathers of the wings and blood-red talons and a blue pointed beak launch right at you guys, and it furls its wings out to slow itself down as you see some massive 5-foot talons open up, ready to grab something.
Okay.
As I see this, I'm going to
I'm gonna
jump
use
off
psychic
the board.
whispers.
Can I do cloud of daggers?
Okay, really quick, we got Psychic Whispers. What's that for?
This is the class version, and again, I'm not seeing a lot of the like details on it, but
If you click on it, it should unveil the details. Like, actually click on it.
Okay.
And on the right side, it should pop up with all the
Okay.
detail.
So I think Psychic Whispers has a longer range than my racial ability, and I should be able to talk to it. I don't need to share a language with it for it to understand, and I'll tell it sickly food. As if it was its own thought. Just, this food will make me sick.
Oh, you're speaking it to it. Also,
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it has to have language. I think.
No, this
Yeah,
one
it's
doesn't
not
have
like-
to have one.
Oh.
It's one of the few that I've seen that doesn't need to understand you.
Oh yeah, I forgot about telepathy creep. Yeah.
Well, there's telepathy and then there's this one, but I think
Yeah.
this one specifically does need with language.
This one doesn't. Telepathy does.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
Soul Knife is just better because it was released later.
A creature can't use its telepathy if it can't speak any languages.
All right, well there you go.
To speak
That's
back.
what I'm saying. I'm pretty sure this one does need to. You and the creature. Yeah, you and the creature don't need to speak a common language to understand each other, but it still needs to be able to speak a language. Yeah. So if it knows
Probably
Draconic
a
and you know
or-
Common, you can use it, but it still needs to be able to know a language.
Creature can't use its telepathy if it can't speak.
All right, cool. Well, what's everyone doing then?
Can I Cloud of Daggers to try to get it to back off a bit?
Your Cloud of Dagger is gonna hurt you, the horses, and Corveus.
No, I'm
depends
thinking
on
I
how you
put
use
it like in a. It's a 5-foot cube, so I can move it slightly to the right of the horses. Because
Oh,
I
you're
know
gonna
they're
place-
going to the horses.
We're out of combat, so I would say yeah. Because in combat, that would be the worst idea in the universe. Because you're causing the horses to run into it.
No, I'm putting it to the right of them, not in front of it.
Oh, okay. I think I see what you mean.
So that way, when it goes in from the right to get the horses, has to go through the daggers, so it kind of backs off. That's my
close is
idea.
it? How close is the bird?
About 80 feet.
So can I try to time that?
Oh, sorry, 60 feet. 60 feet.
Oh, if it's 60 feet, then I'm going to fairy fire it. Thank you very much.
Fairy fire it.
Raggy.
19 does not succeed. As you go to cover it in the fairy fire coloration dust, you watch as it just shakes its head from that sudden reaction of colorization, and it does not stick to it.
It's because it's already rainbow colored.
And you're casting Cloud of Daggers. So it runs into it, or so if it grabs the horses, it runs into it?
So if it flies at the horses, I'm gonna time it where if it tries to fly at the horses, it has to fly through the daggers.
Okay, so it has to fly through it first. It don't give no fucks. So whatever the damage is for Cloud of Daggers, I'm pretty sure it's a dex save and damage, right?
Yeah, let me actually hit the button to cast it real quick.
Yep. Yeah, this fucker don't give no shits. Cloud of Daggers. Da-da-da-da. Oh no, it just takes the damage whenever it enters it. Okay.
The moment they're all done, hood off.
Okay. As you watch the Cloud of Daggers go through, and it just reaches its talon right through, and now very closely, its talon is the only thing that enters in the Cloud of Daggers. None of the rest of his body even makes it inside the Cloud of Daggers. That's the sheer size of this creature. As its claw immediately latches onto the horse, you drop your hood, and darkness is enveloped. You all feel the cart wrench for a single solid moment, and you just hear the cry of a horse just going off in the distance.
I dive off. Tell everyone to do the same.
Yep. Jumping.
Go ahead and
Guess
make
I'm
acrobatics
going
checks for
to.
me, both of you.
Jump and roll.
Acrobatics check from everybody.
Duck and roll.
Yeah, too roguish.
Holy
Damn.
shit, everyone. What the fuck?
Except for Darren.
Darren.
Faceplant!
Darren! In that bleak darkness where everybody goes leaping off, they all tumble roll. You hear the clanking of armor from Thebo. You don't even hear anything from Corveus whatsoever. You hear Dalmar, the faintest thud of air. That's all you get, and Volmer, you get the small grunting noise of him just impacting onto the ground. Meanwhile, the rest of you just hear just a sound from Darren in the distance.
He's trying.
Oh.
3 points of bludgeoning damage, Darren. That darkness did not help you at all. You're used to darkness as a drow. You're not used to darkness. And as you guys leap off, you hear the wrenching and snapping of leather before you just hear the cry of a distant horse just going off, and the sounds of a cart just going off into the distance away from you guys.
I'm gonna cover up the darkness.
You cover the darkness, and instantly you see in the distance with one horse and a claw. You see the large predatory bird flying away, while the other horse is having trouble controlling the cart, but it is dashing away.
Thought we had 2 horses.
You do have 2 horses.
Yeah.
Did.
As it's currently dashing the absolute fuck away.
Well,
There goes our cart.
You
easy
just got
come,
those
easy go.
horses.
Man, fuck the wilderness.
Wait, who had the snake skins?
Sibo.
Yeah. Sibo just holds his hand up.
You didn't leave those on the cot, did you?
No, I have in my bag.
Okay, good.
There's just daggers and scimitars and
Water skins.
flying.
Unless anybody
from that
wanted to grab
cart.
a water skin.
Realistically, if it pulled us up off the ground,
For like half a second, which is the moment you guys went, we're out.
a lot of that shit probably slid out the back.
There's a good chunk that fell off. You do see a little trail of equipment.
So, should we start picking things up?
I feel like we should be more worried about the giant bird.
Yeah, there's not much we can do about that.
As you just see it just flying off with the horse in its grasp.
Oh, so it's not gonna come back and try to get us again?
Doesn't seem like it.
Oh, okay. What
Seems
fell
like
off?
it just took a horse and it's more than happy with that.
Can someone chase the cart?
I could, for a little bit. We'll just follow
Aren't
the
you,
mess.
like, supernaturally fast?
No,
We're in
I'm
the middle-
normally
no,
fast.
You get the cart, we'll get the stuff that fell off, and then we'll meet up at the end of the path.
What do you mean normally fast?
I'm normally
You're-
fast.
That is not normally fast.
You can run over 100 feet in 6 seconds. Wait, how fast can you run? What's
90
maximum
feet.
speed?
And then for 4 rounds, he can run, I believe, 125.
You're
135.
a human, right, Corvus?
Half elf.
That
That's
doesn't explain anything.
That's still supernaturally fast.
Do you not know how to work on your core muscles?
Look, you chase the cart, we'll get the stuff that fell off, we'll meet up at the end of the path.
I start walking.
Yeah, the cart's just.
Yeah, I'll
Going
just
into
follow
the
the
horizon.
mess it's left in the tracks of the cart.
And as you guys collect 2 of the scimitars, 1 of the longbows, and 1 of the water skins, and 3 of the daggers, if anybody wants them.
I'll take a
I
longbow
don't
and a
think I
dagger.
really ever wanted them.
So you get the longbow and 1 dagger. So it's 2 daggers and 2 scimitars, if anybody wants them. Otherwise, Sibo's just gonna slap them to his backpack.
I'll shout back to everyone. Make sure we clean it all up. It's all money.
Scimitars,
Just picking stuff up.
2 daggers, and the water skins. There you go.
The Wyverian Union.
As unfortunately, with a D100 roll, losing your cart to the wild.
Again.
We can't track it?
You can if you want, but I'll simply say that it's gone. That horse freaked the fuck out, and it's not stopping.
Well, if it's a
So-
horse-drawn cart that's meant for two, there's only one of it carrying it now.
It's gonna get tired eventually.
And its speed should be slowed, maybe.
Depends on how long you guys are
And
going
that's
to
of
chase that
course
thing for.
assuming all four wheels stayed intact.
Let's track down the cart at least.
They told me to find the cart, so that's what he's doing.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry.
It
I
takes
assumed by that you were gonna
until-
start running after it.
it takes until rather late into the night before you finally see the cart halted in place. The horse, unable to really lie down, being tied to the cart, is just kind of standing there, trying to eat what it can off the ground. Does not seem like it's in the best of shapes at the moment.
Is the cart still intact?
The cart has some scruff. One of the wheels is a little bit dented inward, but it's intact.
Is
Okay.
anyone here how to know how to fix a cart?
I'm not the best at it, but I could try.
Okay,
I'll walk
Check
out.
it out, Siva.
let's see if we can do this. And then I'm gonna go. Can I unhitch the horse and like tie it to a tree or something to keep it from running away, but giving it a bit of movement, like freedom?
Make an animal handling check. There's no tree around here to tie it to.
Oh, can I tie it to a
Yeah.
rock?
That's why I'm saying. Yep, you can do it to a rock, but make an animal handling
I was
check.
gonna say,
Because
I'm
this
gonna
thing
be up
doesn't
there.
kick you in the face the moment you untie it.
I'm gonna be up there trying to calm it down too, and
All right, so either one of you make, or either both of you make a roll, or one of you at advantage.
Both make a roll.
we'll make a roll. Fuck.
Ooh.
I got a +5. Oof.
Aaron?
Where are the horse stats?
Yep.
If it's using Corvallis' bonus, then it's a 10.
No. You rolled a 5, I rolled an 8. We're not doing well at this right now.
Man, we are just not.
I'm rolling with all the things I'm good at, and
And getting
can't
pretty
fucking
effing
roll
low.
above a goddamn 5. It's great.
As you go to untie it, and Corvais, you're trying your best to calm it down. As soon as those reins come off. Alright, we're already 20. 11 and up, it's Corvais. 10 and below, it's Falmer. Falmer. It immediately starts to buck and goes for a kick. Natural 20.
This horse just kicked me in the jaw.
As you're like,
Damn!
okay, Corvais is taking care of it. I'm untying you, and the moment it feels those reins go slack on it, you hear it neigh, buck, and just wham! Right to the chin as you take 11 points of bludgeoning damage. Just straight to the chin. You're like, oh, that's dislocated. Oh, fuck.
I put me
Corvais,
at
go make an animal
17
handling check and
health.
try to calm it down.
Does it calm down after that?
Corvais, make an animal handling check to try to calm it down.
Oh.
It takes a few minutes, but as you kind of like keep holding onto it, you're like, shh, like calm
Are we
down.
sure
calm
these
down.
aren't just feral horses?
After
It
this,
very
we're
much
selling
seems
the
like
horse
these
and getting
got
two new ones.
these people probably didn't get like properly trained horses. They probably just got some random ass horse they found in the wild. Why do you think they have muzzles on them?
After this, we're selling this horse and getting two new ones.
As you pop your jaw back into place.
We might as well just sell them for meat at this rate.
Faint
The moment he
trickle of
gets
blood.
kicked like that, Corvais just does that whole like, damn meme. Oh fuck. Yeah.
With each of you exhausted, emotionally and physically, Palmer having to lock his jaw back into place, tying the horse back down, taking the time to kind of just recover, tend to the scrapes and bruises Daring God, and Dvalmer having to readjust your jaw, clean off the little bit of blood that came off of it. We're taking on for the next day. Volmer or Dalmar, roll D100 for me.
I'll roll it.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh no.
Now we roll last. No.
Oh no.
No.
Oh
Let me
no.
double check it.
Revenge.
Let me double check that.
It's
Let me
the
double
same
check that.
roll.
It is. It is the same roll.
It is the
It is the
exact
same
same
roll.
roll.
Please let us re-roll. Please allow a re-roll.
It's back for the everyone.
There is a sense of lightning never strikes twice, right? Right? But even the very next day, as you're making your way down, and even Zebo and Darren very easily they go like, "Oh, we're getting close to the river. We're getting there." And then, out of recognition, Corveus and Volmer, just out of intrigue, there's like this tingling sensation in the back of your neck. And you look up to the bright, shiny sun sky, and in disbelief, in utter disapproval of the gods and whatever the fuck they're doing to you guys, you see that massive wingspan flying just a little too close for comfort.
Who hired you? Nah. Just look up. No. No. Fuck this. Stop the horses. Unhook the horse. Smack it in its ass.
Darren's gonna like unhook the horse and like
Yep.
lead it out into a clearing and just walk away from it.
Yeah, as you guys, even Sibo for a moment is kind of like, do we really have to do this? And you guys just point to the fucking bird in the sky. He's just like, that's not the same one, right? It can't be the same one.
It's the same one.
And even Zebo, unfortunately, accepts defeat. Lets you guys unhook the horse. Darren, as you lead it away, Corveus follows you before he kind of just like gives it a quick pet. Sayonara, bitch. And slap on the ass.
That's what you get for kicking me in the jaw, you bastard.
There it goes. And unless you guys want to enjoy the show of within the next minute, you hear that cry echo out once more.
Get the
And
fuck
as you guys
out.
make your way in the distance, you know exactly what that means. Is someone
Darren's
pulling the
just gonna-
carriage now, or are you guys just saying fuck the carriage?
No.
Darren's just gonna get walking. He's fucking done.
Yeah, so fuck
Just
the carriage.
get the
at this
stuff
point.
from the carriage and then move.
You guys lost your human mule.
Yeah, that's right.
Human mule? What?
I don't need it.
Delano was the only one with any actual strength in the party, so before they got horses, they had her pulling the cart.
Yep.
That's
We did
true.
make Bartholomew do it
Once
for a
again,
bit, too.
problem.
It's group lore that I didn't know about.
Yep, no one has strength. Yep.
Yep.
I
The
probably.
hilarious part was that Sibo tried to pull it because he wanted to show off and show that he wasn't weak, and then he couldn't even budget.
Yeah. But as you guys just watch the horse run off into the distance, give it a salute of good luck, but we know you're dead, for walking away, and hearing that cry in the distance, you know exactly what that means. Unfortunate as it may be, as you trot along on to south.
Okay, some real talk. If it comes back again, we're all tying Darren up to a rock, right?
Sounds good.
Comes back again. We're gonna be eating fried chicken for quite some time.
Sure.
I'm fine with either, personally.
So, with the final roll going to Delmar, I did
Don't
not
get
think
a
we'd be making
45.
3 D100 rolls today.
Don't
But
get
lo
a
and behold,
45.
we are.
I'm waiting for it. I'm waiting for it because I know his luck.
Please
It's
don't.
gonna be a
I
45.
didn't rig this. I swear to God, this is not scripted.
Don't get a 45.
Okay.
I
Wait.
tried to rig it. Hold on, I tried to rig it.
Oh, I see. 74.
Man, I would have lost my shit.
I would have
That
laughed
is
my fucking ass off.
ridiculous.
I would have kneecapped a bitch and ran.
Ridiculous.
I mean, what are the chances?
1 out of 200?
Yeah,
Yep.
literally. It's 0.5% to get 2 in a row.
If we got 3, I would have kneecapped a bitch and ran.
Okay.
I don't have to run.
Sibo,
I
he's
have
the
to.
smallest.
I just have to run faster than you.
Yeah. As you guys go that day without an event, thankfully, but a sweaty walk as it is during the daylight, take your rest during the night, waking back up for the next day. Unfortunately, now on foot, the travel is far slower, as you have to travel by your slowest member, which is unfortunately Sibo, at I believe 25.
Can one of us carry him?
No.
No. The armor he's wearing it is all metal.
Oh. I figured he was small.
He is small.
He is small.
He's small but dense.
Yep. I think I have one of the highest strengths at 10.
No, actually. Come on.
What? Oh,
11.
shit.
11.
He's
Beat me
200
by
pounds
one.
lighter than- No.
Yep. So literally, if anyone tries to carry Simo, they're gonna be like,
Sibo is 200 pounds.
I think it's
against
funny
you.
like that the willowy scholar archetype is the strongest in the party, and all of us
Yeah.
like badass warriors, mercenaries, and assassins are like
Don't have to be strong if you're fast.
yeah.
Can someone pick up this dumbbell? It has a 5 on it.
As you
Yep.
guys trot along into the day, they finally make it to a village. Kind of like a, thank God, we have a bed to sleep on. At least if you guys want to stop by one of their vacancies. And they do have a little shack they do offer for adventurers to come by, being like, it's just a hay bed, but if you want to rest there, you're free to do so. We got plenty of adventures around here. And then, even when you say that some large-ass bird came and took your horses, oh yeah, happens all the time. I always tell people never to stop, but seems like that attracts us sooner. I guess it's in mating season right now. Doesn't tend to be that hungry. You got some shit luck for hitting it twice.
We have some shit. Like junk to sell. Is there somewhere around here we could do that?
Oh yeah, we got a little shop over there in the corner. Got a caravan that comes by every once a week. Good place to sell your stuff.
Okay, good, because we have like a bunch of stuff that we aren't gonna use.
If there's anything you guys want to sell, they will buy it at price as listed for the items.
what's going on in this?
Shit.
What is there in this town?
There is very little to happen in this town. There is a weaver, a very small shop, as they said, a small caravan that seems to show up about once a week, and beyond that, they have their own little homes. Seems like there's one little inn that provides food for most of the town. Beyond that, they seem to have their own little croppage that just keeps them alive throughout the year.
Alright, Darren doesn't really care that much since he's a city slicker. He's gonna go to the inn and wait for everyone to get done Skyrimming the weapons.
Is there a stable?
There is no stable.
Dang it, we can't get more horses.
Yeah, unfortunately not at this place.
Time to play Inventory Management Simulator.
Yep. So Sibo is gonna get himself 54 gold pieces for him, selling off this crap.
And then I'm not gonna sell the dagger and the bow I took, because
Okay.
I can actually use those.
I'm selling
Okay.
this.
How much would arrows cost? Just like
I think it's 5 silver per 20. Let me double check. It's cheap. I know it's cheap.
do we actually count arrows in this group?
Not terribly accurately. Like, I like you to keep track of it yourself, but I'm not hardcore keeping you on it.
I
Okay.
track mine.
Especially if one day you guys get a bag of holding and you go, okay, I go and I buy 500 gold worth of arrows. At that point, I'm like, yeah, just fuck it.
Oops. I did remove. Don't worry about that.
I guess I'm just going.
Yeah. Oh, it's 5 copper for 20. Wow.
Yeah.
That's cheap as shit.
Yeah.
I guess I'm gonna go buy 1 silver worth of arrows then. Actually, no, that's
Wait,
a
so
lot.
this like town has a place where you can just like sell a bunch of weapons and get gold for it.
They have a tiny shop, and then they have a little caravan that's apparently stopped here for a bit.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I gave you guys a freebie chance to sell your shit.
Um,
Oh look, he has money now.
Actually, you know what? I'll just sell the bow. I don't need it.
Okay.
I am not yet within the purchasing range of any of the good equipment upgrades.
That's 50 gold for a longbow.
I said they will buy everything at price, so if you mark those off, just take that off your inventory and give yourself the money.
I now have 100 gold.
Okay.
We can actually get horses again. Then I'm gonna head to the tavern.
is there like better armor I can get that I'd be proficient with?
I think you're only proficient with light, correct? Yes, so it's studded.
Right?
Yeah. It's studded or nothing.
Nothing is a pretty popular option in this group.
Yes, it is. The unequipped warriors. Yes, we are. I mean, yeah, I'll pay the extra 35 gold for an upgrade. Sell the leather, get studded leather, get +1 to AC. Yep.
Yeah, they would have studded leather. That's a very common thing that they have.
Okay.
So very easy to pay for studded leather. Once again, at price. These guys are not snaking you in any way.
Okay. Cool.
The thing you will notice though about this studded leather, it looks a little used. So you get the idea that these guys are not so much a caravan as much as they are scavengers selling off their goods.
Well, they gotta make a living.
Scavengers selling to scavengers, then.
Yep.
So I'm assuming I can give them my leather plus 35 gold and get the upgrade?
Yes.
Okay.
As you guys take the day for yourselves, come the next day, continue travel on down south.
I'm guessing there wasn't anyone interesting in the inn.
Now, this little quaint little village really has nothing inside of it. No excitement, no nothing.
Yeah.
It just seems to be a place just off the main roads that people can stop by if they want to. As you guys continue to make your way the next 2 days, there's no event, no excitement, just
No birds.
No birds.
no birds in the sky. As some of you kind of like, don't you fucking dare! Till about 2 days out of bed, comes a moment as you sleep for the day and you wake up in the morning. Or at least, you swear you wake up in the morning. But the sky is utterly pitch black dark.
God, it's an even bigger bird!
But even as you look up to the sky, you still see what should be the shape of the sun in the sky, and the perpetual moon that clings there at all times. But the sky is just pitch black.
Huh. There's nothing about this on this year's astrology charts.
And as Corveus, the highest passive in the party, you look off into the distance. And you can't help but quite notice that there seems to be a thick stream of darkness just shooting into the sky.
Magic bird.
Like geyser stream, or
Kind of like a geyser, yes.
okay, or
What
magic
does it
bird
look
stream.
Like to Corveus with his devil sight.
It looks like that. It looks like just a solid stream of black. Also, I'm pretty sure Devil Sight only goes to 120 feet.
120 feet.
No, it's infinite.
I wish.
Straight up, you see through the darkness.
Huh.
I see through space.
Where is that stream of darkness?
It is round about over here.
Huh. And like looking around, can I like walk out into the middle of town and see any light anywhere?
The lights are still on.
No, I mean uh, like
Oh,
sunlight.
like actually in the distance?
Yeah.
No.
Can I roll Arcana on this?
Yeah, I'll mention this all to everyone.
I'll do that as well.
Darren.
Maybe this
I
was
need-
referenced in the astrology shirts.
Darren, I need you to make a charisma check for me.
Charisma? Alright.
Yeah, charisma. Volmer, as you're trying to kind of like think about it, there are spells for darkness. I mean, Corveus apparently has that ability in himself somehow, despite not being a magic user of some kind. But something of this grand of scale, it's beyond your understanding. Because even as you look in the distance, you look behind you, you look across the sky, it's just pitch black. Darren, in the meanwhile, as Corveus kind of points out that stream of blackness, can't help but feel it's there. It's there somewhere. And that's where we're going to end today's session.
Cool. Walking away from that, we'll go the opposite direction. Plot hook?
Damn it.
No.
We have to place the stone.
Oh.
Fucking double rock.
I
I cannot believe.
That
We
rock's
went and
gotta be
tracked
a recurring
down.
villain from now on.
I think the best part about it is that we went and tracked down the horse
Yeah.
Mhm.
To
Yeah.
try and recover it.
to try to
We
recover it.
spent
so we
all
could have
day
the
looking
kid.
for that horse.
Yeah, good.
And then the next day we're just like, alright, that's enough.
I'm glad we
Honestly,
did
I'm
because we
glad
had a
we went and
sacrificial
tracked it
fucking
down, 'cause
lamb.
it
Yeah,
probably would've
that's
taken
true.
longer.
Yeah, that is true. It was a
Yeah.
sacrificial lamb. Otherwise, it would have literally gone for you guys.
Yeah, that's why I wanted to freaking find the damn horse.
Oh my
Yeah.
god, I was in utter disbelief.
Fucking love it.
I didn't even go to look at my goddamn my randomization tab. I'm like, that can't be. It cannot be. It cannot.
Man,
Oh.
you gotta hunt that thing when I get my longbow.
Yeah, when we're a bit stronger, we're killing that thing, right?
Oh no, we're selling that longbow.
Darren said he'd consider selling it. He's not going to consider selling it.
Volmir is very much also against selling it.
We're gonna have to see. As that other roll right there.
The
Honestly,
arcane versus the sneakies.
yeah.
Man, it'd be a shame if someone casts a silence.
Mm-hmm.
This is gonna get interesting. 'Cause
It'd be a shame if one of us could actually use a sword.
this would have come a little while later, but listen, D100 rolls, D100 roll.
Damn.
The damn
1%
birds.
chance to happen, and here's what's happening.
Oh my god.
I mean, that's the thing, right? Like, it's kind of like in the Terry Pratchett novels. Whenever there's a 1 in a million chance of something happening, it's guaranteed.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm excited for next week. This is gonna be very interesting.
So
But
I mean, I didn't expect like the sky to run black with fear in like the 20th session.
It's
And
actually
that-
a monk using darkness. They're just very, very talented.
At very high level.
Very big monk using darkness.
Yeah. It's a bird monk using darkness.
The rock was secretly a monk all along.
You know,
It's
I wouldn't doubt that rock has class levels. I mean,
One of my first reactions, Devin, was, "Oh no! Don't tell me there's gonna be magic coins."
I mean, the rock is freaking rainbow colored. It's got main character energy.